See what this sound like. Okay, kind of slow. Hold up. Talk on the titty. Get it with it, eat it. Small along with the. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. These niggas don't know how to tell the truth though. Let me find it. I'll find it. Any, many, money. Any, many, money, money. Take it down to the foot. Foot though. Let's go. Let me find it. I like the beat. It's okay. Let me start from here. What's up, everybody? I'm not sure what. It looked like it stopped. Am I still connected to YouTube though? Yeah, listen, I don't know what the hell. Let me see. It does say I'm still connected to YouTube. Okay. But let me come make sure though. Let me come look. Hold up. There we go. Am I back? Am I back? Hey, Nay. Hey, Chalk. What's up, Miss Secretary? How you doing? Sugar Bum, what's going on? Man, oh man, it's weird, right? How funny these men are, but I'm okay with them being funny because I'm thinking, okay, maybe I have some competition, maybe somebody I can compete with. Let's go. They'll make some money with some views. I'll make the money with some views, and that's what it'll be. But no, we end up with CryBaby niggas, right? Now they okay with me talking. If you heard him yesterday, right? Hey, Karen, how you doing? Um, they okay with me talking about everything else based on what he said yesterday. You could call me broke, you could call me ugly, you could call me all these things, which I've never really called him. I'm even questioning the fact that he's homeless or not, right? Which which means I am calling him like a scam artist. I'm saying this man is getting money and he shouldn't be homeless, right? So when just because somebody say, hey, I'm homeless, and they go sit in their car for a little bit, right? They got people who are really fucking homeless and they fucking living in their car. And you know why they sitting in their car saying that they're homeless? You know what you see in the back? You see they pillows, they blankets, you see their whole life, they toothbrushes and shit. Those are people who really living in their cars. But then we know that some people just trying to figure out how to pop on YouTube. And so they might try all kinds of shit, especially when they notice how giving our black community is, even if we ain't got it to give like that. So essentially, I'm saying he's a scam artist and he don't like it. But more importantly, you know what he don't like? Is that I have the proof of his first motherfucking scam. And so the conversation that I had over there with him today, he claims He's telling everybody I'm talking about black women, putting the pain back out there, all this shit. And I'm like, so I get up there and I say, hey, do me a favor. Tell everybody what I've said about your daughter. Just tell them everything or anything that I said about your daughter. And he says that I'm wishing death on her. I'm wishing death on her because by me mentioning that situation, he feels I'm wishing death on her. That's what that man fucking said. So, that was a way that he could have maybe asked that bomb don't bring this up again. But it's surely not going to be gaslighting and lying on me. So, nigga. Now, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to continue doing it the way I want to do it. And then when I decide to lie on your fucking daughter, like you lying on me, if I decide to become a fucking gaslight and just make up fucking shit, not shit that you said, but I just start making it up out of my fucking head in my memory. Because I don't know if he know I used to write stories. My imagination is I have a wild motherfucking imagination. If I want to make up shit on you or your daughter, I promise you it will be entertaining, nigga. People will want a part 2, part 3, and a part 4. And how do I know? Because that's how I made my money early on in my internet career. I told people that I was on AOL. They gave me a whole section. And I used to have the people, if you want to hear part 2, leave a comment. And it was lots of comment. I was the first doing that shit. This was on AOL. In the early motherfucking 90s. In the early motherfucking 90s. Some of you were just born in the fucking 90s. I was already doing this shit in the 90s. So, anyway, he keep asking me not to talk about his daughter, not to interfere in her pain. And I'm like, dude, I don't even know if you got a daughter. So there's no story that ever came out my mouth talking about your daughter. So then, after we going through all this, right? He's saying things. He start claiming I'm not listening, and it just gets all over the place. He won't let me speak because he know it makes too much sense. So he interrupts and he gaslights, right? So check this out. So then he goes to mention, because I tell him, look, I'm going to talk about what I want. Because the way he was saying it, you always talking about it. So then I got him to admit that this is the 3rd time. Right? Yesterday was the 3rd time. So that means that's not always. Because this shit happened a couple of years back. If it happened a couple of years back, and it's the 3rd time, then that's not always talking about. Cool. And then I tell him, I'm going to talk about it when I want to talk about it. But as you can see, I don't talk about it all the time. I don't bring it up all the time. But if I find that there's something that I'm going to attach it to, like since I'm talking about you in this instance, I brought up the past. I brought up that you tried to gaslight motherfuckers he says about a year ago now. I said it happened last year. That's all I know. I do know it happened last year because I remember that's when I met Brownsville. Brownsville came over and we discussed it. So that's how I link up that time, right? Because I remember talking with Brownsville. So he says a year ago, I give him that. I said, well, I'm bad with timing, so cool. So if I spoke about it for a short one day, right? A day last year, and then I spoke about it when it happened, like a few years back, right? 2 or 3 years ago. I think he said 22, right? That means I'm not talking about it all the time. So he goes and mentions that he didn't like my answer and that I'm such a bad person and anger man is right and and all that bullshit, right? And then he goes to say that, I tell him, hey, what you gonna do? How you gonna stop me? I said, you gonna pull out a gun like you did on somebody else? He said, nah, you're not worth it. And then he goes in, he says, well, you probably the type who want to get your husband and your sons in the middle, with danger for them, get them put in some danger. Right? So I stopped him. And I said, wait a minute. I said, so just now when you mentioned my husband and my sons, were you talking negatively about them? He knew I had him, right? He knew I had him. Why? Because just because he said your sons and he said your husband doesn't mean he was talking negatively about them. It doesn't even mean that he was talking about them. He just mentioned husband and sons. But when he realized I had him, he then said, yeah, I was talking about them. I said, you were? What did you say about them? And then he started saying he was talking about me. He was saying, what I said about them is if you gonna put them in danger. And I said, but that's not you talking about them. You was talking about me. These niggas can't read. Now we know why. They do not comprehend anything. They need to go back to school. And I'm talking about they need to go back like second, third grade when you start learning about verbs and adverbs and adjectives and nouns and like, you know what I mean? And they got to start understanding that things can be said, but they may not be, that may not be the noun, right? Just because you mention this, it might be just an adjective or something might, it, yeah, it was mentioned, but that's not what the paragraph was about, right? You know what I mean? So that means this story, that's why they ask you to read a story and tell us over here, what is this story about? And that's where our children, these black boys in a lot of these areas, are failing because when they read this story, they don't know how to cipher what the story is about. Who are they talking about? Just because they mention a frog doesn't mean the story is about a fucking frog. The frog was mentioned, the house was mentioned, but that doesn't mean the story is about the house or the frog. And it's starting to be really bad. These grown ass niggas, y'all, these grown ass men with children. Oh my God, it's bad. I see. I don't have to never get on the panel with them and disrespect them. I can have a conversation with them. Some of them be confused, right? Because they used to me when they not up here, when they not on the panel with me. They used to me maybe taking shots and saying a lot of things, y'all, right? I'm making a lot of jokes. I'm saying shit that I mean, but a lot of things in there I don't mean, right? Just to make my point, whatever my point is at the time. And then when they get on the panel, even the women sometimes are confused. They're like, Bomb, you were saying all that, and now he's up there and you ain't getting on it. Yeah, there's a reason for that. Because, see, I don't have to disparage them in the conversation. They do it to themselves, right? If I'm just here to clown them, yeah, I can get up here and I have done that too, right? Y'all see where I start clowning with somebody, going back and forth, cracking jokes on them while they're on the panel, right? Yes. They got some of them now, they come up as soon as they get on my nerve, I just start going in right away. They've already, to me, I feel like they already showed how stupid they are already enough. But if people haven't seen it already, you ain't gonna never see it. And so here we go, right? But when they come up and I start asking questions, they start answering the questions, everything start going, we can hear the stupidity. So of course, let him up, right? He gonna dodge the questions, right? Because I mentioned yesterday that he lied about even knowing who Angry Man was. Well, I don't want to talk about it. He don't want to talk about it. He don't want to talk about the lies that he got caught in. He just want to focus just on this. You know, today over there, I'm not sure if any of y'all were there, and maybe we could play it if he don't hide it or nothing like that. But you know what he admitted today over there? He admitted that he must have went back and listened. I'm saying, why don't you just get the view where it could be displayed? He admitted that he may have said she's gone. And I tell y'all, I'm not fucking lying when I said that nigga was made it seem like his daughter was dead. And it wasn't just because he said she's in the alley. That nigga said it where it was like, oh my God. I was shocked. I was like, oh my God. I went straight to, what if that's one of my sons? And I was willing to get everybody together so we can donate to him and his family. And we didn't even really know him like that. But that's what we do as people. And now the nigga is trying to make it seem like all I'm doing is talking about her pain. I don't know her pain. So how can I be talking about her pain if I never mentioned nothing about the situation? Because I don't know nothing about the situation. To be honest, I don't know if the situation really fucking happened. So how could I don't know the situation. I don't know if there was ever a situation. That's my claim. My claim is you's a liar, nigga. And then my claim is that you a fucking liar. Then why are you on here claiming that I'm talking about your daughter and immersing and reminding her of some pain that I know nothing about, that I never mentioned? I just keep mentioning what you did. The nigga today admitted that he may have said, she gone, y'all. That's what that nigga said. Okay? That nigga said today over there, today, with me up there, that nigga said, I'll give you this, bomb. I may have said she's gone, y'all. What the fuck does she gone mean? Oh, it didn't make no sense at all. Even though I give credit, where he was emotional. He got a text. But then I also said, wait a minute. Why, yeah, this text that you got, while you listen, you reading it, but you gonna make sure you read it once, twice, 3 times a lady, motherfucker. You gonna read that shit and hope that what you just read isn't true. Like finding out that your mom passed away, your dad passed away, or somebody's in an accident, like when my son and husband was in a head-on collision. Oh my God. It was a text. Hey, head-on collision. But I read it all. My husband said we okay. I could, and I was live. I was live. And I think I came and said, oh shit, y'all, hubby and them had an accident. I gotta go. I never said they were dead. I think I may have said they was in a head-on collision. I gotta go. I never made it seem like they were dead. But I'm just a mere woman. And what apparently the men who say they're not emotional and they're more logical, of course, he didn't read it all. He just got real emotional when it said one thing. Right? He was real emotional. Instead of picking up the phone to find out what's happening, he was so willing to talk about it. They ended the stream yesterday. He went on to tell you, oh, the stream ended. And then a new one popped up. He didn't tell you that. He didn't tell you a new one popped up. Then when I was over there, I was telling you, I said, my story haven't changed from I said the story that I was sharing was right after it happened. This nigga say, no, 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 no. It was 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. My point was, I didn't say it happened that day, that night, that none of that, right? I said my that back then my story was the same, and the situation had just happened. Today, here we are a few years later, and my story is still the same. My story haven't changed. What I heard, okay? See, we learned a long time ago here in YouTube that we gotta play what was said because niggas will lie, y'all. There were so many motherfuckers times when I was talking about what people were saying, and on my stream, the person would come and say she lied. She would do a stream and say she lied. I didn't say that. Even though people heard her say it, she would say no. So there was a group of people who didn't hear her say it, so they believed her. And so they making it, I get it, but some people don't know. And I'm like, well, here go the link to go hear it. And of course, some people don't want to do that, right? They don't want to go back and listen. Cool. So I'm one of the first people who started playing the video within my video. And I got those videos. They're on a whole nother channel. You could tell back then the technology wasn't really allowing you, so you could hear it. I think I was playing it through another device like my phone. Right? I was playing this shit, y'all. It's bad audio when I listen to it now. When I listen to it now, the audio is bad, and that's because I was playing it through another device through the speakers, right? So we all could hear what she was saying. Now today we could share the screen, share the video. Times have changed in the last 5 years. Technology has changed, right? But what I'm saying, that nigga, if he wanted to prove that I'm lying, then you know damn well he'll pull that fucking clip up. Not the clip on my shit. He keep talking about my shit. All on my shit, all he did is came over here to deny, deny, deny. So he's right. He came over here to deny, deny, deny. But on the video in which he found this shit out, why won't they play that clip? That's not gonna be my video. That's gonna be Angry Man's video. That's who video that's gonna be. Anyway, let me go through the chat real quick. Let me go up. Name said, hey, Bomb Cherry. It's time to do. I know that's right, girl. We're gonna beat their ass. Corinne, what's going on? Corinne said, hey, Bomb, and gave love. Chalk said, right. DB, what's going on? Say, hey, Bomb. Sugar Bum said, Bomb, your mic going in and out. Is it? Oh, I don't know, y'all. It did it. Let me make sure. Am I still? Let me read. Let me see if anybody. I think it's my internet. Ever since, well, I think ever since our government and all that shit that's messed up, and shit like that, my internet is been acting up. It has been acting up since like January, y'all, like mid-January. My internet is acting terrible. Let me see. Letitia, how you doing, girl? How you doing? Reese, what's going on? Okay. DB said, I thought everybody already knew he was a scammer. I know, girl. Look, that nigga over there scamming and bam, and you know what I mean? And the thing is, though, the act for people, because they got a lot of people over there, right? And he's telling these people that I am against black people. And he's saying that I'm against black women. And he, like, when I stepped over there, like, because I was about to come over there by Sharon to see if Sharon was live. And I see a picture of me, and I'm like, damn, okay. Right? It was on my TV. So I went downstairs, got my laptop, because I left it downstairs last night. Remember, I was live downstairs in the kitchen cooking. I left all that shit down there, came up, so I had to go down and grab it. And so I said, okay, let me see if he let me up. Which I figured he would let me up, right? But I'm listening to this nigga claim that I'm against black women. That I'll keep reminding his daughter of pain. Now I was gonna give him an offer, but I know it was gonna seem, it's gonna seem like I'm trying to be messy and shit, right? That's the way people gonna take it. But I knew it was gonna be kind of like a facetious, like, hey, I tell you what, have your daughter, right? Either make a video saying that I am the cause of her reliving her pain, and then I'll stop. Or you can have your daughter hit me up. See, I bet you some of these niggas don't even deal with their children. You know, I think some of them don't deal with their children. And this could be a leap, right? This could be a leap, but let me tell you what I feel. Even in his story of how he got the information, he said that his ex, this is the mother of his children, right? Or child or whatever. I don't know. I don't even know if she exists. Okay. But he says that she called and that nigga just didn't answer. In the middle of the fucking night, the mother of your child calls you and it's not normal that she calls you, then you might want to think that it might be a fucking emergency. It might be something important. If y'all not cupcaking on at night, on the phone and shit, then why else would she be calling you? But he said he didn't answer. He said that. And that's when he got that text. Now this shit is bad. This goddamn shit is bad. Anyway, see, I didn't go into all of that, right? When he told that story, I was just thinking, damn, like I can imagine, having some children with a goddamn man, and he, when I call, he know we got children together, that he won't even answer. I can't imagine texting somebody the emergency. I don't want nobody to find out that I died through a text message. I don't want my children to find out that way. I would hope that they find out in person so somebody could be there and shit like that, right? But if not, at least talk to him on the phone. This nigga said she called and he let he go to voicemail. And the thing is, he was live. He was awake and he was on a panel. Wasn't even his panel. But apparently being on a panel was a little more important than answering that motherfucking call. Yeah. Maybe he would have got the information the way the information was meant to be given, and maybe there wouldn't have been no confusion, but then he wouldn't have been able to scam people. He still would have scammed people though. Right? Now, so the woman had to text that long ass shit. Then he made it seem like he was so emotional. Oh my God, that he didn't read it all. He just imagined she's gone. See, I know what I heard that nigga say. Y'all, I promise you, he want me to push it all on Angry Man, but he want me to say that Angry Man must be the scammer, right? But we heard what came out of his fucking mouth. His mouth. Because we would know that Angry Man wouldn't know. Right? We know what came out of his mouth. Okay? If he would have said, oh shit, something going on with my daughter, and he said, I gotta go, nobody would have assumed she was dead. Nobody would have assumed that she was in the alleyway. And I did hear women get blamed. Young women who was with her. Now, were there young women with her? I don't know. Did this shit even happen? I don't know. Was she in the alleyway? I don't know. Right? I don't know. Because I'm saying the nigga is a liar. But I did hear that it was some girlfriend. The men was up there and they was blaming young women. Now he says, well, I don't know what other people were saying. Yeah. but they was talking about your story, baby. You can't tell me my story wrong when my story is what they said, what y'all said. I'm not the one that's coming up with the story. I'm repeating what was said. I'm repeating what I heard those men on that panel say. And they had mentioned some young girls. She went out. Now, do I know this story to be true? I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if the nigga got a daughter. I don't know if this situation really happened. I don't know that. This is gonna hopefully my last time saying that, right? But this is what the story was. That she went out with a group of friends. Went out with a group of friends, and some kind of way they were separated from the daughter. Something went down, some fighting or some shit, and they left her. And they left her. And I was like, in my mind, I'm thinking, shit, maybe they had to run and make a call. You know, maybe they had to run because maybe they was getting attacked too. Like it could have been all kinds of things, right? Hey, babe, how you feel? You coming late now? Oh, um, it's cold now. It was cold. You can put the heat on, and I'll go downstairs. And huh? You did what? Oh, put the heat on. Can you go grab me that other laptop? Because once I unplug this, I'm gonna get knocked off the internet. Wait, is it down there? No, no, I don't think so. Did I bring it down there yesterday? Wait, I'm talking about my other laptop, not the. Okay, I might have brought it down there. Thank you, babe. My husband's sick. Look, both of us sick, y'all. He came home, so I know he about to get in the bed. I made the bed up already for him. So I'm gonna end up going downstairs. But I'm gonna continue talking a while. So because if I unplug this and nobody's up here, they're gonna knock me off. But so what was I saying? Okay, so the story was that they were like, yeah, Now I'm not saying he blamed the other girls because I don't. At this point, y'all, I don't remember, and I guess I could go through the old stream, which I think I'm gonna do, right? And we'll see. And the reason, like that stream is closer to when it happened, so everything was fresh, everything was new, and everything, right? We're gonna hear what he said back then too. This lying ass motherfucker nigga. We're gonna review what he said back then. It's not down there, huh? I know. I don't think because we got uh oh, I see it. See it right there? Okay. I'm gonna get it. I'm about to sign up here twice, y'all. Hey, Travel One, what's going on? Let me read what some of y'all saying before I continue on. DB said, I thought everybody knew it was a scam. And Sugar Bun said, Reese, girl, I seen you on Kendra G live earlier. Ooh, I wanted to review some of that Kendra G stuff, y'all. Did y'all see that man up there with a baby? Lord have mercy. The world, listen, I wanted to share that because that's how you get scammed, right? That man had on a suit, he spoke well, and he was even claiming he want to be able to choose. He want this woman of certain type of class, which will make you think she got money. And this dude was in a homeless shelter. Lord have mercy. I just wanted to pass out and die. I was like, God damn. Oh, oh Lord. Look, they know the trick, y'all ladies. It's a lot of trickery going on, baby. Just like I was telling Witchcom yesterday. Like, you can't how do you tell who a person is and what they are and what they got based on how they dress? That's ridiculous, right? That man was up there, baby, talking all that shit. That man showed that baby, and him and the baby is in the shelter. He trying to run from CPS, who he says we're trying to get the baby from it. Lord have mercy. That's what these black men, that's what they doing. They got to stop, y'all. Stop, niggas. Travel One said, greetings, Bomb Cherry. Izzy Mills is another black man out of order. He is out of order. Okay. I thought he was gonna be one of the men who could be over there, and I don't really mess with him. So I ain't gonna lie, like, cause he's sneaky with it, right? He'll be up there and he'll he don't really talk negatively about the women, right? But his space is for the men who talk about the women. So the women think, oh, they found them a savior. But then this is what I say to the women who think that Izzy is your savior and he's there on your behalf. Izzy just he decided to be on the opposite side of the woman bashing while allowing the woman bashing so he could get paid, right? You can so this is what I say. If he is so pro black woman or not for the woman bashing, then why is he against a few men who aren't women bashing, right? Why why is it that he wanted to know why Brownsville won't put any blame on the women? Why is it he want to know why Sharon won't put any blame on the woman? In other words, you would think it would be the opposite, right? You would think that he would be like, yeah, like we the same. We at least got the same agenda. But no. You always see it, baby. You always see it. Look, him and Angry Man, they feed off each other. It's a game, y'all. It's a money-making game. They get on a panel together, they're gonna be opposing one another. Although they good friends, right? Think about it. They good friends, but they total opposites, or are they good friends who came up with a plan in order to make fucking money together? Right? So, I mean, we apparently people don't have the common sense. The shit is right in our face. I don't have no friends who oppositely oppose a lot of shit that I talk about, especially if it's about family, right? And the way we live. I'm not gonna be hanging out with no coons, right? The ones who always talk negatively about black people. I assure you we're not gonna be friends. Okay? I can assure you that I'm not gonna put up with so many of black people around me talking about black men in a negative way or black women in a negative way. You know what I mean? I'm just not gonna be around those people. They're not gonna be my friends. And so Angry Man and Witch Come, they're the same. They have the same. They think the same. Everything is the same. That's why they've been friends for all them years, and they've come up with a way in order to make money together. Okay. Mr. DJ. Wait. Reese said, "Oh, she talking to Sugar Bum." Okay. Mr. DJ said, "Good afternoon. Hey, Mr. DJ." Reese said, Sugar Bum. No, Sugar Bum said, Reese, I was at work crying, laughing. Okay. uh, TMKC, how you doing, sis? Izzy Mills used the F word during today's stream. He charges others when they use it. He's a hypocrite. I know that's right. Remember the giveaway he scammed? He did a giveaway and didn't give nobody? What? Girl, I ain't even know. I don't be over there. He did a whole giveaway and didn't give nobody nothing? Big Draws, what's going on, Big Draws? Big Draws be coming over here, teasing me and everything. He know my drawers are big in size. Oh, I didn't read you. Big Draws come over here cracking jokes on me without cracking jokes on me. Just by his name, okay? He like, Mom, what you doing with them big drawers on? Let me see, let me turn this laptop on, y'all. Why you turn the light off, babe? You cold? It is kind of cold. It was cold all night, wasn't it? Is it cold outside? Yeah. I thought y'all told me it was warm. Look, I thought the spring was here, baby. But it don't feel like it in the house. To me, I get hot. So if I know I'm cold, then I know he's freezing. And I was freezing last night. You was freezing last night, babe? Yeah. Hell yeah. The kids didn't put the air on, did they? Okay. Y'all give me a second. I have to sign in. Did I put the link? Oh, I didn't put the link. Okay, anybody, well, come on. But anyway, we are gonna review that stream. Since he want me to review that stream, and then y'all will see. what he said during that stream. Oh, I got a few more people in here. Let me go through real quick because King Rooster in the house. What's up, King Rooster? Okay, so let me see. DB said these people are really slow. Big Draw said, hey, Bomb. He was gaslighting you. He gives off scammer vibes. You heard him out. He was telling everybody that I was talking bad about his daughter. I don't even have an image of her in my head or nothing. Right? I even told him, you heard me, told him yesterday. I told him today. I don't even know if he has a daughter. Right? So there's nothing that I'm saying about his daughter. Okay. They lack comprehension, is what DB said. Risa said, Sugar Bum. I was praying nobody would contact him, but I know they would. It was a good show over there today, y'all. Damn. TMKC said, I think Izzy good peoples. I hope y'all work it out. Yeah, Izzy gonna steal your money, ho. Okay? Y'all, with this shit, when y'all say y'all think people is good peoples, what the hell that even mean? What does, I need you to come up here. Let me put this link. Come up here and tell me what you mean by you think people's is good people. Because, some of us as women, we dumb as fuck too. I ain't gonna lie, like, have I ever been dumb as fuck before? Yeah, when I was young. But bitch, aren't you like 40 something years old? You too old to be so goddamn dumb. Okay? Talk about, first of all, we ain't got no issue to work out. That's number one. Number two, coming telling me that you think he good people's. I wonder what you doing that for. What you telling me he good people's for? It sounds like you just not sure if he good people's. Okay? The shit, from my understanding, well, I'm gonna leave you alone. Okay? Cause girl, some of you women goes in different places and get outed and shit. You know what I mean? You too old to be getting outed. I understand when you're in your 20s and people be clowning you and shit. Girl, you 40 something years old, girl. You got to grow up. Talk about somebody's good people. You keep giving your fucking money though. Okay? That's what you do. Talking about you good people. Oh Lord. They be taking my fucking money. What the name of Prime and all that shit. Look, when you heard that, that's Cash App telling me you just paid for this. There's probably gonna be a few more things that are gonna get paid today. But anyway, I ain't gonna mess with you right now. I'll get you another day though. Okay, good. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. You can't become. Is you over there by him saying I think Bomb is good people's? Huh? Was you over there saying, well, I don't think Bomb is talking about your daughter? Is that what you told him? I'm going to go and look. Let me see. I do have the stream up. Hold up. Give me a second. Let me go see if I can see how many comments you left over there telling him that, nah, I don't think Bomb was talking about your daughter. Nah, even some women over there was, oh, yeah, I don't know what she talking about. Right? Even though I asked him point blank, what did I say about your daughter? And he had nothing. Well, let me see. And then here go King Rooster, though. I'm looking at a comment from you. She does have the ears of a black woman. Let me see what else you have to say, King Rooster, because we know you a backstabbing ass little nigga. Okay? Let me see what else you had to say. It's something. Y'all didn't know I could go through them goddamn comments, huh? After the fact. You ain't know. Let me see. I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna share it. Give me a second. Cause I gotta let me come to the Zoom. Oh yeah. About to tell on some of y'all now. Y'all got to blame TAKC for that. Okay. Now I just went over there to see what she had to say. We're gonna see what the hell did she run over there, or do she just think she could do that shit to me? She thinks she could come, but wait, this the wrong stream? This the, wait, is that the right stream? Yeah, this the right stream. This the right stream. Okay, cool. Okay, let's go up a little bit. Okay. Let me see where we're gonna see his ass at. King Rooster, there you go right there. Shaking his motherfucking head. Right? I'm gonna see if he gonna come up and tell me what he's shaking his head about. That nigga can't even get on no panels no more. Cause he just don't know how to shut the fuck up. He don't know how to stay on topic. There it go, see? He gonna lie and say he didn't say it, but there it go. She does have the ears of a black woman. What other color woman would my ears be? Fuck that mean? These the same niggas who claim they not against women, right? I don't give a shit about these other motherfucking people. Somebody said this conversation isn't worth 2 nickels. We're gonna see what Aunt T was talking about, right? Because I showed offered some motherfucking money and everybody heard him say, in fact, let me go see if I can find when he said what I told him he said. But then he backed it up.
It had nothing to do with nothing we was talking about Saturday and really shouldn't have been in her mouth. Had nothing to do with her. Nothing I had going on had anything to do with her. Now, if she would have just speak on it from...
Ain't that something? Now, every time these people have conversations, they always talking about something that has nothing to do with them. In fact, we all do that, right? We'll review somebody else's stuff and talk about it. We'll you know what I mean? They do it all the time to Sharon and other people, and I do it with other people, right? I try not to review other people's stuff. I don't really like doing that too much. And even when we started, we never finish it. Because I feel like we could talk without doing that. But cool. But, you know, let's see when he said something. Let's see where we at.
To do with what was going on Saturday. What place do you feel like you have to keep bringing her up in that? You keep saying my daughter. Why don't you just say Izzy is a scammer? Izzy be scamming. Izzy is a scammer. Izzy like that incident. And you could even say like that incident last year or that incident 2 years ago and leave it like that. And people would know what you're talking about. But the fact that you got to keep saying, yeah, Izzy thought his daughter was dead. Izzy thought his daughter was dead. Izzy thought his daughter was dead. No, that's crazy. That's insane.
Well, I never said Izzy thought his daughter was dead. You the one who said you thought no, I said that you made a claim that she was dead.
Okay, that's
now you see he don't understand there's a difference, right? I never said that Izzy thought his daughter was dead. Like I said, I said that Izzy said that his daughter was dead. That's 2 different things, but he don't know that. Right? He tried to make it seem like when I just said that, he tried to make it seem like they're the same thing. They're not. Because he did say she gone. He gonna admit that in this. He gonna admit it. What?
That's twice. Can you please stop? That's twice.
Okay.
Can you please stop doing that?
Oh, can I please stop?
Please.
See the difference between you and I.
Can you please stop putting my daughter in that word or any variation of that word in the same sentence?
You see the gaslighting? He's now claiming that I am wishing death on his daughter because I just said what I just said. That's the topic in which we're having. The topic we're having is about that conversation, and he want me to stop having the conversation. But while we're having the conversation about the conversation, he's now making it seem like, can you stop? Can you stop this conversation that we're both having right now?
Can you please stop it? Please. I'm asking you.
Yeah. Thank you for the asking me. The request is denied. Yeah. If you stop lying and trying to make it seem like I'm talking about your daughter, even yesterday I said, I never said anything negative about your daughter. I don't speak on your daughter. And on top of that, I don't even know if you have a daughter, right? And that's what I said. So I'm not saying that you don't have a daughter. I'm saying I've never spoken on her and I don't know anything about her to speak on her. So stop doing your gaslighting, trying to tell these people that I'm talking negatively and wishing death on your daughter.
If you stop saying that, then I will.
No.
But if you continue to say, hold on real quick. Again, I didn't cut you off. If you stop saying that, I absolutely will. But if you keep mentioning my daughter in any variation of that thing in the same sentence, I will not. Like okay. At the end of the day, that shit is crazy. That shit is crazy. that you think that it's your place to continue to bring up something that has absolutely nothing to do with you, number one, absolutely nothing to do with the subject, number two, and absolutely crazy about young black women. That's her situation. That was not my situation. The only thing that happened was I was live on Angry Man Show when it happened. So people heard my visceral, natural reaction. We shut the stream down. That was it.
Yeah.
But you're making something out of nothing.
Okay. Well, I'm making something out of nothing, but at least I'm not lying, right? Like you are.
I'm not lying. You're very delusional then. If you're not lying, you're damn delusional. Okay, either you're lying or you're damn or you're damn near what they call that? Got dementia or some shit because you don't know what you're talking about. Right. You don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, just like the group of people who was up here who was saying things, like the people in the chat, right? Who okay, I guess I'm gonna rewind you a little bit, y'all. That's fine when he admits that he made.
Let me ask you this. What place do you have to continue? Let me ask you this. What place do you think?
I'm going to rewind it. Let me see.
That you have.
My internet is acting up. Let me see. When I first go up there. Let's see if I can. I'm going to turn the light off for my husband. Give me. Let's see. I get up here right about here, maybe. Let's see where we at.
You're wishing death upon her.
Okay, yeah, you hear me saying I'm wishing death upon her. Okay, so let's go a little more. Back just a tiny bit. That's when I was up there, but okay.
That's not right. Go ahead.
Okay, so in other words, you're saying I've never said anything about your daughter. Wait, I just keep
up a little bit. Hey, how you doing?
So I'm the juicy one. I'm the juicy.
You are the juiciest, baby.
Yeah. Okay. I see you. I popped online and I was like, I see a photo, but
my daughter in the same sentence.
Okay, here we go.
My daughter in the same sentence. That is inappropriate conversation. Number one, right?
Well, hold
on. If you was talking, I didn't interrupt you once. I'm gonna let you talk. If we can have the conversation, right? My thing is this. First of all, the stream Saturday had nothing to do with my daughter, right? My daughter had nothing to do with anything that we had going on. So keep bringing up that situation is a rehashing of the situation for her. And that's not right. Go ahead.
Okay, so in other words, you're saying I've never said anything about your daughter. I just keep bringing up the situation of you and what was said. So I've never said anything about your daughter, right?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying by you keep basically the way I'm taking it is you're wishing death upon her. When you keep saying these death statements and her, he thought his daughter was that. He thought his daughter was that.
You heard him? He said I keep mentioning death statements. He's saying that I'm wishing death on his daughter. He's saying these things have never come out my mouth. The only thing I keep saying is that he claimed that his daughter was dead. He got some money and we found out that she wasn't dead. And that's all I said. But now all of a sudden I'm wishing death on her. Here we go.
That's wishing death. If you know anything, and I think you do, I think you're well aware of.
Is it my internet tripping?
Of those kind of things, right? That's like.
So I'm gonna ask the room. I'm coming to see what y'all. Am I wishing death on his daughter? Did y'all hear me wishing any death on anybody? That's what I want to know. Do y'all hear it? Maybe I'm tripping, right? I could be tripping. So I'm gonna take y'all advice. By me saying something that he actually did say, is that me wishing death on his daughter? I'm coming to check, see what y'all say. Okay. There's some crazy shit, y'all. My internet is tripping, y'all. Okay. I have not, because I wouldn't want to do that. So if I am, I will definitely have to go recalibrate, figure out what the hell's wrong with my brain, right? Because I guess maybe crazy people don't know they're crazy, right? And so if y'all telling me, because I never said anything about the woman. I don't, I don't know if he has a daughter. I don't have no picture of her in my head or anything. Okay, thank y'all. Right. So okay, so let's go listen to a little bit more of what he had to say. I'm not trying to expose you, girl. What is you talking about? You said expose me. Did I use the word expose you? Girl, you gotta you're just too old, girl. Okay. Anything I do is my business. I never had to answer to anyone, ma'am. I I'm not no evil, hateful person. I know you believe you know, just letting you know. Thank you for letting me know that I want to expose you. Expose what? You want to come up here and tell us? Come in, you could come and expose yourself. Here you go. Let me give you the link. Let me give you the link. I thought I put it up before. Maybe I didn't pin it. I'm going to pin it this time. You come up here and tell me what you want me to expose about you, girl. See, the difference is I've seen them men take shots at you, right? Or joke it, what I consider jokes, right? If I crack a joke, you take it serious. You're talking about I'm trying to expose you. I saw you get crushed, right? Over there by Ashton. Like I could name them. I'm not even gonna name them all because quite a few of them, right? I make a joke like they make, and you take it personal, and now you're accusing me of exposing you. See, I never exposed you. You have gotten exposed though, right? Um, but I'm not gonna expose you. But you could come and expose yourself. Y'all motherfuckers, y'all listen, girl. You better go fight on them niggas who keeps crushing you, talking about talking under your skirt and shit, and calling you all kinds of whores and shit. Right? You go and have conversation with them, but you won't do that. You'll just give them money. You'll pay them not to do this and do that. I heard you on a whole payment plan over there by Ashton, bitch. Girl, yeah, you got to stop coming for me, right? If you won't even go for the man, you could come for me. Go when the men do it to you, go at them. When I come for you, come at me. But see, this is the difference. You're scared of them. You're gonna run from them and you're gonna give them your money and pay them. Even though they trash you, they drag you, right? All in the back chat, so they got you all spread out, right? And here I am. I say one little thing about comments. I was joking about the comments. Comments, girl. And now you all up in the roar. Now don't play with me, ho. Cause I told y'all, right? These men tell me every fucking thing. Look, y'all be sending me y'all naked pictures and shit, and they are letting mom know that hey, if you you got into it with her, I I got something for you you could use against her. I'll be like, nah, okay? Don't play with me, ho. I'm better than these niggas. I'm smarter than these niggas. You better go fight them niggas and just chill and just have fun. Okay? Girl, the back chat. Oh, I'm sorry. I called it the back chat. You want me to call it what it really is? What's the name of that app? Wait a minute. I'll tell you. Wait a minute. I think it started with a D. Discord. Bitch, if you don't know that we call Discord the back chat. Now tell me I'm lying now. I'm going to give you, look, Discord is what we now consider the back chat. Am I lying, bitch? Are you going to let me finish getting on what I'm talking about? Girl, I was just playing with you because of the comment you put. That's it. I did not say I was going to expose you, girl. I was talking about the comments. I said, let me go over there and see if you, and I was playing. The men play with you like that. You don't go back at them. Okay? I'm gonna let her live. I'm gonna let her live. Hey, Warren. Hey, Pity Party. Hey, everybody. And yes, for anybody who don't know, it's always been that way. Somebody come for me, I go for them. I was joking with TMKC, right? But I did ask her because she's over here telling me, that she think this man who I'm saying is a scammer is good. She can have that opinion. I asked her why she telling that to me. And then I said, hey, was you over there telling him that you think I'm good? And then I went over there to the stream. But you think I really wanted to go over the stream to really look at her comments? No, I did exactly what I wanted to do. Start playing the clip. Okay? But now she claiming that I want to expose her. If I want to expose her, I ain't even got to expose her. The men are exposing all kinds of ways. Okay? Okay, well, I just want you to know I'm not against you, sis. Okay? I'm not against you. Hey, tit for tat. You under a different name? Am I under? Uh, that's all. We good, girl. We good. Listen, now this is what I will say. Okay? And I think most people know this already. I don't read the comments much. Y'all know that, right? When I do read the comments, though, I try to add everybody in. I want to read all the comments, but I ain't gonna lie, it's too much for me, right? And if somebody says something that disagree with me, I may point it out, and I may crack a joke or two. Now, you can't be over here with the bomb squad and acting like you a pussy. I promise you, if you come for me, I'm okay with it. I think it's funny. That's what we used to do. People used to come for me, I go for them. It's nothing personal, right? But I'm just saying, don't be no crybaby. Okay? Don't be no crybaby. Um, I didn't mention that I was going to expose you. I was talking about I was talking about, girl, never mind. We good. Hey, Brownie and Reese. Okay. Okay. I It's good. This woman come for women just much as men. Yes, y'all do. I if a woman come for me, she could get it, and if a man come for me, he could get it. And the same thing is the men who don't come for me, they don't get it, and the women who don't come for me don't get it. And those of us who clown and play with each other, we know when we're clowning and playing with each other. Did you know that? Did you know that most of the time, some people who I'm going back at, they come back at me. That's content. This is YouTube, right? How is it that the men know that, except when they don't want me to talk about this one particular thing? He knows his content any other day, right? He over there ask y'all for all the money and lie. I'm not mad because he lied. I just wanted to point out that he's lying. Okay? No, it's okay. You ain't interrupt. It's part of the show, girl. Hey, tit for tat. How you doing? How the baby doing? Girl, I didn't even know you had the baby. Congratulations. Uh, congratulations, sis. Okay, so here we go. I did put the link up. Anybody could come up. I'm gonna play a little more of this thing, and I'm gonna apologize to TMKC, right? Cause I thought she already knew, and I don't know if I used the word expose. I was talking about never mind. I already went through that. I apologize. Okay, I apologize. Whew, Lord. Okay, here we go. That's my fault. I was messing with you, right? I was. I apologize. I know next time I need to chill out on that. Don't do that, bomb. Okay, here we go.
Death upon my daughter.
Wait a minute. I just. Oh, wait.
So
Okay, I just want to say that y'all women over here, right? So many of y'all disagree with me, and I ain't gonna lie. I kind of like it. right? I'm okay with people disagree with me. I prefer when women stand for how they stand for, right? Like, I'm gonna give you an example, and no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not, because I don't want nobody to think that I'm going at them. Um, it's a lot of y'all, right? I may say something, you'd be like, nah, Bomb. I do not attack people for disagreeing with me. I promise you, I don't. But every once in a while, I may joke back and forth. But a lot of times, I see the women disagree with me. I don't think they coming for me because they disagree with me. I don't think that. Okay, I just want to make that clear out there. I've seen a lot of you, and in fact, I kind of like when I see, I be like, okay, she's standing on her ground. Okay, I'm okay with it. Here we go.
That's some witchcraft shit. Like you can't keep saying death in somebody's family member in the same sentence and don't expect something to.
Am I tripping? It's not my computer. Look, everything's moving. I can move the tabs. It's my internet. Okay, it is the internet.
Start moving. You're not supposed to do that. So that's why I asked you respect.
You need something? Huh? Oh, go look in the bathroom. I got some. I mean, what's
I was trying to ask you yesterday respectfully if you could stop saying that. Just you don't have to say that. If you think I'm scamming, if you think I scammed, if you think I'm a scammer, if you think I did something like that, you can say that. That's cool. Go for it. All out, right? But leave her and I thought she was whatever out of it, because really the truth is, like, that don't have nothing to do with nothing. That don't have anything to do with anything. And if you watch your stream, you'll see that I said that from the beginning. Like, yo, AM did a stream the next day. I didn't know he was gonna do a stream. He gave me the money. He did the stream and gave me the money. So what you're accusing us of is not what happened.
So I'm asking you again. Tell everybody, what did Bomb say about your daughter? Don't tell me how you taking it. Don't tell me that I'm wishing death on somebody. Tell everybody, what did Bomb say about your daughter?
I keep saying it. You Bomb said Izzy thought his daughter was DEAD. Kept saying it. Bomb said Izzy thought his daughter was MUR. That's what Bomb kept saying about my daughter.
Okay, so that means I'm not saying nothing about your daughter.
No, it doesn't mean that. It means you absolutely no. What?
Okay, y'all. I thought I was in a dream, a nightmare, or something. He's saying that I'm talking about his daughter, right? But I keep talking about him. He's the one who said whatever he said about his daughter. I keep talking about him. He keeps saying I'm talking about his daughter. Okay, we there. Okay, cool. Let me see. Rooster said, look, Rooster said, I got the ears of a black woman, so I don't make no sense at all. Because, if Rooster came up here right now, he ain't gonna be able to have a conversation unless we're gonna be talking about, if we talking about digging holes in the ground to get some water, and if we talking about being behind that truck, right? Where he got to be home at night before it get dark, because he might not be able to really stay on the road once night falls. Right? That's why he don't drive long distance. That's what we dealing with when we deal with a nigga who call himself King Rooster, and a nigga who hitting on these men in the back chats. Or let me correct that. So what else do we consider the back chat? Anywhere where you hit people in private. That would be Instagram, Discord, Facebook Messenger. That's what the back chat means. The back chat means private. Something you did in a private, even if it's a group, a group of people who set up a little private thing that's considered the back chat, away from everybody else. Okay, I just want to clear that up. So this nigga, have somebody done already ratted on him. He mad at me, but it ain't my fault that you hitting on men, and these men have slowly, decided that they're not gonna cover for you, or when bomb ask him anyway. Yeah. JP said, "Well, he here to protect me." I said, "JP, aren't you a man? You don't need King Rooster, a whole cock out here trying to save you, do you?" No, Bob, but I don't know why he do it. Yeah, we know why he do it. Well, this stuff is thick. That shit is getting on my nerve. Um, because King Rooster is trying to get your cock, baby. He trying to get your cock. He done told Sharon that he dropping that dry hook out there, which meant he's like, "Ooh, I see that hook. You dropping that dry hook? You want me to grab onto that hook?" Okay. King Rooster, you just need to come out the closet, baby. Actually, hold on. Give me a second, y'all. I was playing this beat earlier. Let me go find another one. Let me see. That one might be slow enough. We're gonna dedicate this to King Rooster, okay? Let me see if I'm looking for something slow, something R&B-ish, okay? Something R&B. This it's not slow, but it's okay. T.O. TK. T.O. TK. T.O. TK. Chaser. C-O-C-K, here we go, here you at. I'ma tell you, I'll bend you over, hit you from the back. C-O-C-K, where you at? C-O-C-K, here we go, give me that. Bend you over, hit you from the back. King Rooster, where you be? I'ma say it to the count of 3. I don't know, can you see? With my cut out on your feet. C-O, 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 C-K, 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 C-O, C-K, C-O, C-K, C-O, C-K, C-O, C-O, C-K. Where you at, baby? I'ma tell you, I'ma take you down to the slay, hey, hey, slay, hey, hey. Give me your cock, baby. That nigga want y'all cocks, baby. Okay. Is that you, Silent?
Yeah, it's me. I about to say King Rooster's the rooster maker. You trying to make more roosters?
Oh, damn. I don't know what's wrong with that nigga right there, baby, because he chasing cocks. Okay? Ladies, we need to take some advice from King Rooster. Just look at him. Look how he approached the men, right? He approached them on a sensitive tip, very protective of them. He gonna protect JP at all costs, right? And anybody else. Now the men who turn him down, like Sharon, then that nigga wanna force him for his friendship, right? Sharon was like, "Nah, dude." He was like, "You sent me an invite. You sent me a private invite." And Sharon said, "No, that's not true." "Yeah, I got the invite. I made you that money. You need to tell everybody I made you that money." And Sharon was like, "I don't know nothing about what you talking about." He like, "You sent me a private." Sharon says, "I sent out an invite, right? You hit the word invite. You list all the names of the people who your friend, and they all get it." This nigga thought he got a private, personal invite from Sharon.
Didn't PhD buy him off all the way.
Yeah, yeah, I think he gone for good, baby. At least for the year. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, was it PhD or was it
Or was it? Maybe it
yeah, it
was
was
what's her name?
Jalen.
It,
Yeah. Yeah,
it was
I think it was Jalen.
Jalen. Yeah, I'm about to say. I think Jalen. Jalen. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was one
I
of
think
them.
yeah. And
Cause
he
he kept
want
on
credit
talking.
for it. Yeah, he want credit. He claims he hit up and then what's weird about it, let's say it was true. Let's say it was true that him and Sharon got together and made a plan. This nigga would put it all out there. He was in the chat talking about, see, I told you Ron it worked. Like, nigga, what? So that's how you know it's not true, right? He
Hmm.
was angry and he tried to get the women to stop supporting Sharon. And so he was in the chat talking about, see what I made you do? Sharon, it worked. Our plan worked, Sharon. He was announcing that shit everywhere. And I was like, either this nigga is snitch or just a scammer too. These niggas is dirty. But anyway, I'm gonna play a little more of this. What you think? This well, let's play a little bit more.
Place, let me ask you this. What place do you have to continue? Let me ask you this. What place do you think that you have to continue to bring up that has nothing to do with you and nothing to do with what was going on Saturday? What place do you feel like you have to keep bringing her up in that? You keep saying my daughter. Why don't you just say Izzy is a scammer? Izzy be scamming. Izzy is a scammer. Izzy like that incident. And you could even say like that incident last year or that incident 2 years ago and leave it like that. And people would know what you're talking about. But the fact that you got to keep saying, yeah, Izzy thought his daughter was there. Izzy thought his daughter was there. Izzy thought his daughter was there. No, that's crazy. That's insane.
Well, I never said Izzy thought his daughter was dead. You the one who said you thought no, I said that you made a claim that she was dead.
Okay, that's twice. Can you please stop? That's twice.
Okay.
Can you please stop doing that?
Oh, can I please
For real,
stop?
please.
See the difference between you
Can
and
you
I.
please stop putting my daughter in that word or any variation of that word in the same sentence? Can you please stop it? Please. I'm asking you.
Yeah, thank you for the asking me. The request, yeah. If you stop lying and trying to make it seem like I'm talking about your daughter, even yesterday I said, I never said anything negative about your daughter. I don't speak on your daughter. And on top of that, I don't even know if you have a daughter, right? And that's what I said. So I'm not saying that you don't have a daughter. I'm saying I've never spoken on her and I don't know anything about her to speak on her. So stop doing your gaslighting, trying to tell these people that I'm talking negatively and wishing death on your daughter.
If you stop saying that, then I will.
No.
Like, if you continue to say, hold on real quick. Again, I didn't cut you off. If you stop saying that, I absolutely will. But if you keep mentioning my daughter in any variation of that thing in the same sentence, I will not. Like okay. At the end of the day, that shit is crazy. That shit is crazy that you think that it's your place to continue to bring up something that has absolutely nothing to do with you, number one, absolutely nothing to do with the subject, number two, and absolutely crazy about young black women. That's her situation. That was not my situation.
Look, Auntie says, fuck it right. It's bullshit. Ain't no victims on here. Just other villains and volunteers. I wish people would pretend to be one every time they get their feelings hurt on here. And he's talking about, yeah, like it's weird that anytime he want to talk about somebody, he can. They could say what they want about whomever they want. But then there's soon, and it's the weirdest thing because by him telling me his weakness, right? The one thing he don't really like for real, he gave me his weakness and other people's weakness. So every time I do want to fuck with him, I know exactly what to say and what to do. But they too stupid to know that. But it's all fake outrage anyway. Go ahead.
No, it sounds like he mad because he got caught scheming.
Yes, exactly. He got caught scheming. He don't want me to bring it up no more. Oh,
and then I see what you're saying. You are saying what he said. You're not talking about her. You saying what he said. This is what you said.
Exactly. Oh, Jesus. Okay, here we go, y'all.
Situation. The only thing that happened was I was live on Angry Man Show when it happened. So people heard my visceral, natural reaction. We shut the stream down. That was it.
Yeah.
But
you got donations.
You making something out of nothing.
Okay. Well, I'm making something out of nothing, but at least I'm not lying, right? Like you are.
You're very delusional then. If you're not lying, you're damn delusional.
Okay,
either you're lying or you're damn or you're damn near what they call that? Got dementia or some shit because you don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, just like the group of people who was up here who was saying things, like the people in the chat, right? Who I guess they agree that I'm talking about your daughter, and yet you can't mention one thing. Then you say I'm talking about her situation. I don't even know if there is a situation, was a situation, or even if you have a daughter to have been in a situation. I've never spoken about the situation. I only spoke about you, what was said, and others, right?
So now you're lying. Now you're lying because you're delusional ass. Now you're lying. Because you kept saying, and I'll go about what Izzy said. Them girls in the alley, they left his daughter in the alley. So that is absolutely delusional woman. That is absolutely. Hold on, stop for a second.
Y'all heard what he just said, and he called me a liar. And then he said what I said. He said, "You keep saying Izzy said." Yes, I'm saying with Izzy, Angry Man, and a few other men on that panel mentioned that his daughter was dead. They took donations, a lot of donations, and then she wasn't dead. He even said up here, Angry Man gave me the money. And I never asked him why he didn't get the money back if it wasn't true. I just let it go, right? I just let it go. But why would you accept the money if people gave you money for something that really didn't happen? That's right. That's why he don't want me to mention this. He wanted to go away like it never happened.
And that was a big jump. You don't say something happened to somebody and you go all the way to that. So that was a big lie right there.
Right, I'm gonna see when he going. I hope I ain't passed it up already, but let's see. He gonna admit that he said something that made everybody think she was dead. Let me see. I don't think we got
that. Is absolutely speaking on my daughter's situation, and you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. That's the problem. You don't know what you're talking about. You're so wrong that it doesn't make any sense.
Listen,
that's it. Yes.
What you heard me just say, what you just said, I said, Izzy, right? They was over there blaming the young women who was with her. I'm speaking on you. I don't know the situation. Now, based on what I'm hearing, and I heard like a few months ago, you said there was an actual situation. And you said you didn't want to speak on it. I don't know anything about it. I wasn't speaking on no situation. I was talking about you and what came out of your mouth or the Angry Man mouth or whatever other man was on that panel.
But you're wrong.
Okay, but I'm wrong, but I'm only going by what was stated.
But you're wrong. You keep saying that I stated and you're wrong. Okay. I didn't say it. And that's why I keep telling you, all you got to do is play your video. All you got to do is play your video from 2 years ago, and you will see the first thing I addressed was GMT and the story that he told and the story that you was going with. And I said, yo, that's absolutely positively wrong. Y'all don't know what you're talking about, and y'all should stop spreading false information about a little girl that you don't know. That's what I said, literally. Right. So from the beginning, I told you you're wrong. You keep spreading the lie.
And I keep telling you, you did say that. You keep telling everybody to go listen to my video, right? What I am saying, and even in that video, which happened right after the incident, right? So my stance now.
3 days later, it was like 3 or 4 days.
There you go. And tell that nigga he owe me $25, right? Because I know he broke. And that's the only reason I went $25, right? Because I could have said $1 million. I ain't got no $1 million to give him. But I knew I was right. The nigga, he gonna say later that he never said 3 days. We gonna hear him say that shit again. But the only reason I brought that up because the nigga was claiming that I don't listen. I don't know how to listen. Right? You don't know how to listen. I'm like, I'm hearing everything you say. Let's hear him say it again. And for the rest of you motherfuckers who listening now, who was claiming that, nah, he never said 3 days, right? Here you go. Video, right? What I am saying, and even in that video, which happened right after the incident, right? So my stance now.
3 days later. It was like 3 or 4 days later.
3 or 4 days later. He said it was 2, 3 days. Then he said 3 or 4 days later. He gonna tell me, we're gonna have a whole back and forth. Well, he gonna say that I'm lying, that he never said he gonna even want to make a place a bet. See, the thing is, I'm listening, but while they're talking, they just rambling. He just saying any fucking thing. He don't even know what he's saying, and that's why he don't even know he said 3 days, 3 or 4 days, right? So I wish, let him know, but he didn't take the bet because I said, okay, I know you ain't got much. We can do $25. But
the incident happened on Friday, early morning Friday. That was a Thursday when you went live, and then I ended up going live after that. So like I said, it was almost a week, and so that's what I'm saying. You are wrong on so many counts. You are wrong. You are. Hold on. I gotta mute you. Hold on, because I'm clarifying. This is not gas. Did you just
look? When he interrupt, it's called clarifying. When I interrupt, it's called interrupting. He interrupts me so much, he don't even know he's doing it. But it don't matter, because it's his panel, right? But you notice, I didn't really do that to him yesterday. But that's what they do, right? That's what they do. The scammers got to keep running, baby. They can't slow down, because they don't want you to catch them, right? They can't slow down enough to answer questions, because if you ask him the right question, he don't want to give you the right answer. He just want to keep running with his lie. Now, we all heard him say 3, right? 3, 4 days. 3, 4 days. But later, we're going to hear how that changes up.
Just learned that word. Hold on real quick. Hold on real quick, because one thing that you're not going to do, contrary to what you said about bitching us niggas and all this stupid shit that you talk about, and you're not even a gangster, one thing you're not going to do is over talk me on my own shit. That just ain't going to happen. So I will mute you if I have to. So again, what I'm saying to you is you have the whole story wrong. So you probably should stop talking about it, because you don't know what you're talking about. This is what I'm saying. Like, every detail of what you're saying is wrong. The only thing that you might...
I want y'all to hear it, because I think it's about to come. The only thing you might have, right? Here you go.
Have right is... In my not knowing going on, I might have said, yo, she's gone. I might have said some variation.
Y'all heard it?
On yourself.
Huh?
I was like, you told on himself.
That's right.
Now, I might have said it.
That she gone, Joe, she gone. And when I mention this later, I'm gonna mention, so you admit that nah. See, yesterday after I got him to calm down, and because people was like, play the video, Bob. Nah, listen, we're not gonna let this nigga confuse everybody talking about playing my video. I said, it's not my video that gonna prove anything. It's gonna be Angry Man's video that's gonna prove everything. And now he must have listened to it, or maybe somebody did hit him up and say, hey, bruh, you did say. And now he's admitting, I may have said in the height of my delusion, Joe, she gone. Okay, I'm gonna have to timestamp this in my video, baby. What is this in here? Because we're gonna hear him say it again. And this is when that nigga told everybody that his daughter was dead. She gone.
Only thing that you might have right is in my not knowing going on, I might have said, yo, she's gone. I might have said something.
So that's all I've been saying, is the nigga said that his daughter was dead, she wasn't dead, and bam. so he's saying everything I said is right then. Oh, and then And if I was right about that, I know damn right I'm right about they mentioned that the girlfriends, like I didn't know. But like, how would I know who she went out with or didn't go out with? That's what was asserted and said, right? That she went out with a group of friends and they were girls and they left her to be killed in the alley.
That's a big thing right there.
I'm very
Oh man.
Say it again.
I'm saying, how did it go from like that happening in the alley to, oh, it didn't happen like that? Like,
Right.
no.
Now it's a whole nother thing, which whether, and like I said, do I know if anything happened at all? I don't know. Like, scam is scam, right? Something may have happened, something may have not happened. The thing is, though, if something happened and she's the victim, then why is it such a terrible thing to mention that she was victimized, right? It would.
And the question is, did he give her the money or did he keep the money himself?
That's right. My thing is, was there ever an incident at all?
Mm.
Scammers
Hmm.
lie, they scam. Okay, so and he could telling everybody that I don't care about his daughter, and because I'm hurting her by mentioning the story, and the story just goes that her dad was on here claiming she was dead when she wasn't. It don't seem like that would hurt her. If anybody that gonna hurt is him.
Hmm.
Yeah, here we go.
of that when I think about it, because I didn't know what was going on. That's the only thing that you might have going on that's right. But the problem is all the other details are wrong. You don't know what you're talking about. You think you heard some shit and you don't know what you're talking about. You're adding shit, you're taking away shit, you're making it different than what it is. And so all I'm saying is, why bring anybody else into it? Why not just keep it on me? You can just keep it on me and say Izzy's a scammer. I think Izzy's a scammer. I think Izzy ain't shit. I think Izzy ugly. I think Izzy broke. I think Izzy borrowed. Izzy begs. Keep it like that. Why you gotta keep bringing up that situation?
Okay. I'm glad that because you probably went back and did some listening to hear what you said, right? So when you said she's gone, what would people have assumed that you were saying? You don't like that she gone.
This is the thing. Again, I was in a traumatized situation where I didn't know what was going on. So I might have said anything. So you get that. Okay, I said that. Let's concede to that. I might have said anything at that point because I didn't know what was happening.
Y'all heard him, right? Now he's saying, hey, I may have said anything. So if I said, well, hey, I remember hearing you say that your daughter was dead. How can you then come back and say, no, I never said that. No, it didn't happen. But now in this moment, he's saying, I could have said anything. Okay, you could have said anything. I think he admitted that even that day when he came on my panel. And I was very understanding. Hey, I really don't understand why you read half a message and came to that conclusion instead of reading the whole message. But dude, you sure got paid, right? Because I bet you as soon as he got off the internet and talked to his ex-wife or baby mama or whatever, I bet you he found out that she wasn't dead. Which means the next day or 5 days when he got that money, he knew that money was for because you were dead. And he could have let everybody know. And if they wanted to keep, let him keep it, then yeah, take the money, keep the money. But yeah, I don't remember seeing no stream when a nigga went on and explained where she not really dead. Not until we brought it up, right? Till we was over here talking about it. But Izzy Bands is a schemer, y'all, and now y'all see why he don't want me to bring up this, because this looks really bad. And based on somebody in the chat earlier, they said that he was supposed to give a giveaway. And nigga, look, if I said bomb gonna give a giveaway. I need y'all to put in money. Yeah, I'm gonna give away some. And then I don't give away shit, or I just give it to somebody I know because I ain't really have it to give. This nigga scamming like that. No wonder he probably figured that ain't a bad scam, right? He could talk his way out of that, but he ain't gonna be able to talk his way out of telling people his living daughter died a couple of years ago. He ain't gonna never let that one down. So let me go see what the chat got to say, y'all. Boy. Hey, Daryl, Reese. Let me see. Y'all heard it, right? Did y'all hear him when he said he may have said she's gone? King Rooster, did you hear when he said I may have said she's gone? What you got to say to that? Hey, the Wildest Wake Up Show. Hey, Sharon. Did y'all hear that man admit that he said that his daughter was dead? I'll rewind it so y'all can hear it again. That man said, but you look, soon as Sharon come in, y'all wait a minute, I got to show y'all this shit here. Soon as Sharon come in, King Rooster says, shake that ass, ho. Let me find that beat
Yeah,
again.
you got Bob. You got to call him the Rooster Maker. That's his new name, the Rooster Maker.
Sharon, be careful. Sharon, be careful. Run, nigga, run. This nigga, the cop nigga after y'all. He's after you. Sharon, you better run. That nigga trying to use some. He trying to make some little cops with you.
Mm-hmm. King Rooster, the Rooster Maker.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh man, this shit funny. Anyway, did y'all did hear that man admit? Because I just want to be clear, because he gonna gaslight as much as he can. He gonna say, no, I never admitted that. No, I didn't say that. Bam, I didn't say that. So when I told people about a year ago, I was over there by Sharon and I told the story. I even put my stream up for people to see. Right? And then he started gaslighting them with, well, I said this, but I didn't say that. And now here we are. After yesterday, when I stopped him from gaslighting by saying, nigga, I hear you keep saying bring up my video. But in my video is not where you said what you said. So my video is not gonna show no proof of nothing. Right? It's AM's video. AM video is the one with the proof. So that's where you're going to hear what he said. And I assure you, this man, out of his mouth, he said his daughter was with some friends. See, because nobody else would have said, oh, your daughter was with some friends and they did. That nigga said his daughter was with some friends and they left him. They left her. They left her to die in that alley. Now, tell that nigga to put that fucking video and prove me to be a liar. There's no reason for that video not to be up. Zero fucking reason. They didn't commit no guideline crimes. They didn't do nothing against the YouTube guidelines. Nobody got doxxed. Nothing like that happened. So there's no reason for them not to share the fucking clip. Except the fact that it only gonna prove that I'm not lying. Okay? Then nigga blame young girls for this situation. Hold up. Oh, okay, good. That's who that Walgreens? Yeah, okay. Cool. Okay, here we go. You want to say something before I press play?
Oh, no, I'm good.
Okay, so for everybody, this is
why
where
Rooster didn't come up here.
Oh yeah, Rooster ain't coming. Rooster
Do he
no.
like a sit-in to you? I mean, I don't know. He kind of look like him. I don't he?
He can do a little bit. Okay, here we go.
So I might have said anything. So you get that. This is the thing. Again, I was in a traumatized situation where I didn't know what was going on. So I might have said anything. So you get that. Okay, I said that. Let's concede to that. I might have said anything at that point.
Anything. He might have said anything, including her friends leaving her to be dead in the alley. So that means he's saying that I was right. Even though you want to tell me I don't know what's going on. Yes, I don't know. I didn't know what you said. I'm only repeating what I heard you say. What you said. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Do I know the facts? Do I know this to be true or not? I don't know anything about it. My claim hasn't been, hey, I know the story, y'all, and this is how the story go. No, I never made no claim like that. My claim is this nigga told us his daughter died, and she didn't die.
Because I didn't know what was happening. Is that fair?
Yes, that's fair. And I said that even on my panel that day you came up and last night. I said I concede that when we are worried, scared, and get some information that we blow up. And you said you did that, right? And so what is the problem when I say, hey, right? Wait a minute, then. No, let me say what I said. I said, hey, he said he got the text message, but he didn't read it all the way. He blew up. He was worried. I get it. Do we both concede that, right?
That's fair. That's fair.
And that is exactly what I said.
Okay.
Right? But in the beginning, you knew to this area. We know Angry Man, because remember that conversation, if I go and play, anybody want to go hear that scream, they'll hear that I didn't know you, right? I did not know you. You was new to this area. And we were saying Angry Man. And so, yes. So what happened, you attached to that, right? And we realizing, okay, this sounds like a scam, especially after. But you came up there and remember, originally we was getting together to talk about this, to put money together for you and your fucking family. For you and your family. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said effing family.
You good?
No, but I didn't want to say that.
That's cool.
For you and your family, that's what it was about. That's what the stream was about. It was about, hey, we don't really know this guy, but something happened, and that's what we do in this space. That's what Black people do.
Okay.
We come together, even when we going back and forth. People come together. I was over there, and that is true about Black people. And you know what else is true? Like, even if he was homeless, right, or he needed something, he could come and say it to Black people, and Black people will help. Like, you ain't really got to scam Black people, right? Because we all know what hard times is. We all know, and even if some of the women might say, shit, I ain't helping. Like, I've seen women help, right? Men. They may not even want the person. Y'all remember, I took up a collection for a situation, right? There was people who helped that situation who didn't want nobody to know that they helped that situation. They didn't even want the person to know, because even though they may have been going back and forth, people stood up, and I'm talking about they was giving $200. You know what I mean? And so this happened years ago, y'all. This happened to me a few years back. I think 2019. Okay. Anyway, yes, there was a lot of collecting. That's what we do. If somebody say, y'all, you know, I'm trying to make this thing on YouTube work, but you know, car need fixing, this or whatever, and lots of people will come and help. People might talk about it. It might be a stream somewhere, you know, but people will help. So I don't understand the scamming, and I find it atrocious that a nigga will claim that his daughter died to get some money. That's nasty work. This is his nigga want to talk about nasty work. That's what nasty work is, nigga. Shit, people done got bailed out of jail on this bitch by people supporting. People, I done watched people who parents died or their child was kidnapped. Like, all kinds of shit that happened in his YouTube spaces over here. One woman her daughter was missing for a while. People was giving donations so she could go and drive out here or different places because somebody saw a sighting of a daughter. Like, people was doing that shit. Now we got these niggas coming on, though, just being outraged, just lying on a whole nother fucking level. I ain't gonna say everybody, you know, who lied about this, that, and third, you know, even if they got caught in the lie, at least it wasn't about nobody dying in their fucking family, though. Okay? That's all. Here we go. and we was thinking, okay, some man, something happened with his daughter. It's bad that it happened, and boom. I was like, I don't know why they, blaming the young women who was with her, because
There was no young
that's
woman
what I heard too.
Time out.
Okay. Yeah, I want to interrupt. He said there was no young women with. I don't know. This is gonna be my last time saying it. I don't know who was with her. I don't know where she was. I don't know if she even exists. What I do know is only what these men said. That's it.
Time out. Let me clarify. There were no young women with her. Like, you keep running with that. I can't say what you heard or what you didn't hear, but I know for a fact I've never said about no young women, because I don't know nothing about no young women. There were never no young women. As far as my story. I never.
Okay, so I don't even know the story. I'm basing it on what I heard.
Okay, now, I got you. So let me ask you a question. If that's the case, why do you keep bringing it back up there? If it's 2 years ago and you don't know, and it's not none of your business according to your own thing, you don't even know if I have a daughter or not, why keep bringing that situation up instead of just saying, yo, is this a scammer?
I could talk about what I want, just like you could talk about what you want.
So you're okay. Well, hold on. Let me ask you. So I asked you a direct question. So you can do anything. Well, are you good? So you're saying that you're good with going and running with information that may totally be wrong in order to prove a point that you don't have to do. Like, you saying that you're willing to do that, because that has nothing to do with nothing that happened Saturday, nothing to do with that video of mine that you were reviewing. No one mentioned it. No one was talking about it. It has nothing to do with anything. So why do you feel the need to keep bringing it up? You're the only one that really keeps bringing it up. And why?
Okay. Yeah, I am. And so, like I said, right, I could speak on what I want, right? When I'm making a point, I knew exactly why I referenced that. Right? When I reference you, I reference that story that came out of you and your partner's mouths that wasn't true. Now, if the information, my story has to change, because I know what I heard, and if it wasn't true, then it proves my point that a story was shared by these two dudes about a situation that they claim happened, but didn't happen. And that
you're wrong, though. But that's the point. But this is what I'm saying. So the problem is that the story, I can't speak to what you heard. I only can speak to what I said. And my story hasn't changed at all either, because I'm telling the truth. Nothing that what I've said has ever changed.
Okay. Do everybody agree with that? Because just in this stream alone, a major thing changed. But he conceded that he said she's gone. Yesterday, though, let me see. I'm going to go to that stream. Yesterday, he was up here making it seem like none of that happened. This nigga is a liar, a schemer. Okay? Hi, everybody who came in. Is doesn't understand that his actions and behavior makes him look like he was using that situation as cash grab. Even if that is untrue, his actions make it look like that. The motherfuckers was over there, and all of a sudden he claimed he got a text message. Now I want y'all, first of all, everybody put themselves, I'm about to tell a story, right? I want y'all to imagine that you are the person, right? So you're the person, you're having fun. I think he said it was a Friday night. Okay, so we're gonna go with that. That's what he said on the stream today. It's a Friday night. Oh yeah. Sugar booga boo 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 boo. Well, all right. Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, all right. And you just chilling, right? You chilling, you on a panel. Oh yeah. Having fun with your boys and everything cool. All right. And you get a phone call. Bling. Oh yeah. And you decide not to answer it. It's late. You're figuring, what the hell? Why would she be calling me? She rarely called me, even though she's my mother of my children, right? But she rarely called me, so fuck her. Fuck off, right? But you ain't got to do it that way. Just say, okay, I'll hit her up later. I'm gonna hit her up later. Boom. All of a sudden, you get a text message, right? Text message coming through. You're like, oh shit. Found your daughter in the alley, right? I want even the women to think about this, right? This comes across. And you decide you're not gonna read it all. We're gonna go based on what he said. You don't read it all. You just read the first line. And then you, instead of you jumping offline and finding out what's going on, right? To find out what's really going on, your ass scream out, oh, she's gone. And then he starts talking about, see, he lied, make it seem like it ended right then and there. They talk a little more about the situation. And then it ends. Hey, Izzy. Now, see, the gaslighting that you're doing is atrocious, right? And to be honest, this thing would have died down the second time I spoke about it when we was over there by Sharon. But see, what made me mention it on Sharon's stream that day was something was said, and you said something negative about me, right? We ain't never had no back and forth besides that stream that day. And even when you left, it was all respectable. But while we was over there by Sharon, you had something smart to say. And then I responded with, yeah, this that nigga who lied about his daughter being dead. See, you could claim I got a bad memory, nigga. You got me fucked up. The only thing you're gonna be able to say, and I admit, my timing, right? Like, I don't know if it could have been 5 months ago, and I may say it happened a few weeks ago, right? Well, that's exaggerating, but it may have happened, a year ago, and I say it was 5 months ago, or it may even happen a year ago, and I said, well, it happened 6 months ago, some shit like that. But I have a good memory. So when I tell you I know exactly what made me bring that shit back up, it was you and your fucking disrespect. See, while you would just be disrespectful for no reason, I decided to come out with the fucking truth. Now, right? Because we was on Sharon's panel when that shit happened, and you said something, and I said, yeah, this that, I don't know what's wrong with this nigga. This that nigga who lied about his daughter being dead and she wasn't. And then you were like, no, that ain't true. And then we would go back and forth. I was like, nah, that is true. And then, so you the reason why it came up the second time. And so, since we on that disrespect type of shit, whenever it is, then it's popping whenever I decide it's popping. You could talk about what you want to talk about whenever you want, and I'm going to talk about whatever I want to talk about whenever I want. And so every time your name come up, then I'm going to remind people that this is the nigga who told people his daughter was dead when she wasn't dead. And on top of that, he took a lot of money for it. Like, it was a benefit to you that she was dead when she wasn't dead. And of course you wouldn't want me to bring that shit up because it doesn't look good. But it is what happened, though. It is what happened. You could prove me to be a liar easily, though. See, I always say, hey, y'all, you could easily prove me to be a liar. These niggas who I talk about people's children. All they got to do is pull up some proof of it, but they never do. The one time I did say something, I'm telling you, it was so tiny, but it was powerful. I made a whole video apologizing because that's just not what I do. Right? But that person was attacking my family, right? They was attacking my children, my grandchild, my fucking family. And so I swiped back. And then there's a whole video, though. There's a whole video of me apologizing. That's not what I do. I don't have to. Okay? I don't have to. So you get awful news on the phone, and the first thing you do is run to YouTube and tell, yeah, that's what he did. Why? He was already on YouTube. No, he was already on YouTube. But instead of him getting off to get the info, he blew up He stayed there for a minute. He talked about it. He did mention that there were some girls, right? He blamed them. That's why I was in awe, because I'm like, why the fuck are you blaming the young girls? Like, if the young lady, right, his daughter is a young lady, then I'm quite sure if she's out with young ladies, they're the same age. And I was thinking, why would the blame? But then you got to remember, we in the Black Manosphere, right? We over there by Angry Man. So I was like, well, damn, these men for real don't give a fuck about no women, right? Because even though it may have been a man who did it, whatever happened, they blamed the young women who was with him, the ones who probably made the phone call. In fact, you mentioned a phone call being made. You told this story, nigga. And instead of you making the video available to prove me to be a liar, the one in which you found out the news, you spoke about what the news, you won't do that. You just keep telling people to share my video where you deny, where you said where it didn't happen like that. You even on my video, you admit that you said that she was dead, but you said you didn't read it all and that you was wrong. Now you at the point where you started saying you ain't never, yesterday you was at the point you ain't never said she was dead. And that I'm just wrong. And today you back to where I may have said she's gone. Nigga, you done a whole circle, nigga. You started out saying, yeah, you said it, but you was wrong because you didn't read it all. You went to boom. Well, bottom line, I never said that. She making that shit up. To today, where you back to, yeah, where I did say that, but I was wrong again. Now, and I'm gonna replay that shit again though, because I know we got some people just came in and they on your side and shit, and they probably thinking, well, Bob, he didn't say that. Oh yeah, let's hear it. Let's see what we can. What
you heard of what you didn't hear, but I know for a fact I've never said about no young women, because I don't know nothing about young women. There were never no young women. Okay. As far as my story, I never.
Okay, so I don't even know the story. I'm basing it on what I heard. Okay. Now, last night I said I concede that when
I didn't know what was going on. That's the only thing that you might have going on that's right. But she's gone. What you're saying is wrong. The only thing that you might have right is in my not knowing going on, I might have said, she's gone. I might have said some variation of that. What you might have right is in my not knowing going on, I might have said, she's gone. I might have said some variation of that. The thing that you might have right is in my not knowing going on, I might have said, she's gone. I might have said some variation of that. The thing that you might have right is in my not knowing going on, I might have said, she's gone. I might have said some variation of that. That was a Thursday when you went live, and then I end up going. You might have right is in my not knowing going on, I might have said, she's gone. I might have said some variation of that. Wrong. So you probably should stop talking. Just keep it on me. You can just keep it on me. Hold on real quick, because one thing wrong. So you probably should stop talking about it because you don't know what you're talking about.
And yet I must know what I'm talking about. He said, and he not only did he say that I had it right, but he said, or some variation of that. When he said, I may have said, Joe, she's gone, or some variation of that. What the fuck does some variation? So when I said that you said that your daughter is dead, isn't that a variation of Joe, she's gone? Baby, I'm telling you, the gaslighting is serious. The attempt, for those who see right through it, and for the slow ass motherfuckers, right? It's a lot of them who was over there. They didn't hear you say that you said your daughter was dead, dude. They didn't hear you just say that. And then when I brought it back, you didn't like it, right? Because you spoke a lot around it. So when I said, well, you agreed with me. Oh, nah. You want everybody to forget that you said this shit, huh?
This is what I'm saying. Like, every detail of what you're saying is wrong. The only thing that you might have right is in my not knowing going on, I might have said, yo, she's gone. I might have said some very. The only thing that you might have right is in my not knowing going on, I might have said, yo, she's gone. I might have said some variation of that when I think about it, because I didn't know what was going on. That's
so anybody want to come up and tell me that this nigga didn't just admit that he said or alluded to the fact that his daughter was dead? Everybody's welcome. Anybody who want to come? Isabel, you want to come and explain this? Cause you said it real quick, like, and you kept moving with the words. I tried to, I heard everything you said. I heard every word. And then when I tried to bring it back there, you tried to switch it up to some girls. But I heard you say them girls too. Later you're gonna say, probably when that video comes, you're gonna say, well, yeah, I did say that, but I was wrong. I didn't know. I was out of my mind, enraged and afraid. You're always gonna have that excuse. Because that's the excuse you've been using the whole time. And then you call me the liar. And then the weird thing is, like, this story would have been long gone for me, right? It was a whole year before I brought it up. And now you should have asked me, well, Bomb, why did you bring it up on Sharon? Why did you bring it up? Because, right, you've been in this space for like a year after that, and I never had nothing to say. I never made a video talking about you, right? Unless I'm mentioning the Angry Man, like everybody see you over there jugging on Angry Man balls, scared of fucking Angry Man, but I ain't never speak about it, baby. It would be bread and butter for me, though. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I give a lot of you motherfuckers a lot of grace. Because if you had been on this bitch about 5 years ago, I was a different bitch on this bitch. You would have been scared to be in this area. They had more women like me, baby. See, look, the women will be fighting each other, then the women will gang up and go after the men. We was having fun, and we were just doing all kinds of shit over here. You's a pussy, you wouldn't have survived. You caught me when I'm trying to be a grandmother. I'm trying to figure it out, what it is I want to do. But the thing is, though, nigga, the real me gonna always come out. When you take a swipe at me, I'm just gonna tell the truth on you. That's what happened on Sharon's channel that day. You got up there. Everybody was having a discussion before you got up there. It was going good. And then you said something about, yeah, well, something about you don't fuck with me or something about me, right? Okay, cool. And that's when I say, yeah, I don't know what's wrong with this nigga. This the nigga who lied and told everybody his daughter was dead when she wasn't. That's how that happened. My memory is good. I remember it. Sharon was like, whoa. And then everybody wanted to know what happened. And then you was denying it. And I said, I'll put up the video where you came up and you admitted that right? You admitted that you said it, but you said that you wasn't in your right mind. You didn't know all the information, all of that shit. And then even Brownsville came over and we was talking. I think Brownsville was coming over there by you where you had to gaslit him and he didn't know what to say because Brownsville was saying, well, he said this. I said, nah, that ain't how it worked. But then I let it go. But once you decided that I'm your enemy, nigga, then I'm your enemy. You announced it. I'm your enemy. And whenever I decide to stand up and fight, nigga, stand up and fight. That's it. And just know that every time I decide to do that, I am going to let everybody know that your ass is the nigga who lied and said your daughter was dead, you got some money, and then she came up, pop up living. Okay? That's what I'm going to do. And nothing you can do about it. But gaslight a group of dumbass niggas like Kills and the rest of these slow ass motherfucking niggas. Now what you got to say, nigga? What you gonna do about it, nigga? You want to tell people, oh, she don't care. No, let's fast forward just a tad bit, y'all. Where it just got even worse.
You heard of what you didn't hear, but I know for a fact I've never said about no young women because I don't know nothing about young women. There were never no young women as far as my story. I never.
Okay, so I don't even know the story. I'm basing it on what I heard.
Okay, now, I got you. So let me ask you a question. If that's the case, why do you keep bringing it back up there? If it's 2 years ago and you don't know, and it's not none of your business according to your own thing, you don't even know if I have a daughter or not, why keep bringing that situation up instead of...
Okay, this is the thing, right? When I go to new spaces, places I don't go, because I don't really go to this man's channel, right? And I'm talking to someone. A lot of people over there don't even know me. I just want them to know they need to beware. Beware, right? Because I'm that bitch who don't give a fuck if you get on a panel or not. If you in them comments and you got something to say, and I catch wind of it, then bitch is on. So whoever this Carmel Drip is, bitch, okay? I'm not gonna leave it alone. You could come over, hit this panel link, and tell me or make me leave it alone. I don't give a fuck who you is. You might be this nigga's daughter, right? You come, bitch, and you tell me that you don't think I should be talking about it no more. Y'all got me fucked up. Bitches think they safe when they in the goddamn chat. They never hit the panel. They think they can say what the fuck they want, but you can't. Not with me, honey. Listen, that's one of the reasons I don't read the chat much. Because I'm one of them explosive people. I be thinking, hey, I'm just having fun. I grab a bitch name. I don't care if it's a nigga or bitch. Because y'all don't think when I use the word bitch that I'm just talking about women. Okay? Y'all know I think these niggas is bitches, right? So I just want to make that clear. But in the case in which it might be a bitch, right? Or a woman, don't think you safe, honey, because you in that fucking chat. This nigga had the nerve to put your comment on the top. I see it, and bitch, you can get this motherfucker work. And that nigga need to warn y'all, okay? He need to warn you. He can barely float in this area if I decide to put pressure on this nigga's neck. I would make fucking money off of this nigga. This is that broke ass nigga, this scamming ass nigga who used his own family member to make money claiming she was dead. This that same motherfucking nigga who sat in a car and told a story about him being homeless, right? While getting all them cash apps and everything from everybody. The nigga homeless or scamming to be homeless, right? This nigga will not survive in this motherfucking space. Not back then. And just along with me, this nigga won't survive if I decide to take aim at his motherfucking head. Nigga, you is a broke nigga. Even the broke niggas played like they were 6-figure earners. But see, apparently you became so broke that you needed to hustle people for some money, and you use your dead daughter to do it. You not gonna win ever. Nigga, you actually, the reason I ain't even fuck with you through these years is because I realized you's a broke, dusty ass bum of a nigga. The lowest of the low who use their own family member. Nigga, you mad that I'm mentioning the word daughter? Then nigga, that's your fault. You the one who told everybody, daughter. You used the word daughter, my daughter, my daughter. Fuck you, nigga. Now you mad because I'm using the word daughter? Fuck you and your fake ass daughter. Wanna come and so you think you could take shots at me, nigga? And then think I'm not gonna shoot at you and your fake ass story of your fake ass daughter? And I'm not even saying you don't have a daughter, right? We know you ain't got a dead daughter. I'm referring to the dead daughter, the daughter that died. But yeah, I guess she ain't really died.
Just saying, yo, is this a scammer?
I could talk about what I want, just like you could talk about what you want.
So you're okay. Well, hold
but-
on. Let me ask you. So wait, I asked you a direct question. So you can do anything. But are you good? So you're saying that you're good with going and running with information that may totally be wrong in order to prove a point that you don't have to do. Like you saying that you're willing to do that, because that has nothing to do with nothing that happened Saturday, nothing to do with that video of mine that you were reviewing. No one mentioned it, no one was talking about it. It has nothing to do with it.
I'm your enemy, nigga. That's what it got to do with it, nigga. I'm your enemy for life. Fuck out of here, nigga. Shit. You better be lucky. Look, your name came up. Somebody brought up your name. They said, "Did you see what happened over there by Izzy?" I was like, "Izzy? Oh, I forgot about him." Yeah, girl, let's share it. And then I went through the whole history, nigga. But I didn't go just through your history. I went through fantastic history, right? Everything that I spoke about was relatable. I just never got to the ending. I never really got to review the video. It's still sitting in one of my tabs up here, y'all. I think it might be this one. See? There it is. We didn't even get to it. I was speaking so much. I went down the history so far that I went to how a guy very similar to whatever Imperius, right? Whatever his name is. There was a guy who did something very similar over there by Fantastic a few years ago. I told that story, went all elaborating into that. And then when I got to your name, right? When I got to your name, I then started down the trail of how I remember you. The scam, nigga. That's how it related. It related to, oh, Izzy is the dude who lied about his daughter being dead to get some money. And then I was going to go into, and look what happened on his panel. So it all relates. I promise you, I'll make it connect. It connects, nigga. Even if it don't connect to everybody else, it connects in my head, right? Yeah. Okay. So that's just what it is.
So why do you feel the need to keep bringing it up? You're the only one that really keeps bringing it up, and why?
Okay. Yeah, I am. And so, like I said, right, I can speak on what I want, right? When I'm making a point, I knew exactly why I referenced that, right? When I reference you, I reference that story that came out of you and your partner's mouths that wasn't true. Now, if the information, my story has to change because I know what I heard, and if it wasn't true, then it proves my point that a story was shared by these two dudes about a situation that they claim happened but didn't happen. And that
you're wrong, though. But that's the point. But this is what I'm saying. So the problem is that the story, I can't speak to what you heard. I only can speak to what I said. And my story hasn't changed at all either, because I'm telling the truth. Nothing that what I've said has ever changed. I've said the same thing. Wherever you heard about these women and me dogging these women, there were no other women. So I don't know where you got that shit from. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I don't know what that's all about, right? So, and I've said that from day one when I went over to your panel 4 days later. Why you keep saying, oh, it was no, I wasn't. Everybody knows that I was gone from the internet for almost a week. Everybody knows that.
Okay.
So, but why you say? And then the whole
first
thing.
You said 3 days.
Again, I'm talking. I didn't change up anything. I went to yo. You see, this is your problem, right? The problem is you. The problem is you don't know how to listen. And so, because you don't know how to listen, then you think people are lying, switch up.
Did you not say 3 days?
Hold on, you need to time out.
Did you not say 3 days?
Time out. Let me know. Time out.
I'm asking you a question.
No, you don't listen.
You didn't say 3 days.
Hold on, time out. No, I didn't, because that doesn't even make sense. What I said was, I said the incident happened Friday, early morning. I came on your panel on a Thursday. Since when is that 3 days, woman?
Yes. But
since when is that 3 days?
Right,
no, stop with your shit. Since when, answer my question directly. Since when is Friday to Thursday 3 days? I'm listening. You're off of mute. Since when is that 3 days?
Is that 4 days?
Since when is that 3 days?
Is that 4
you
days?
know, don't ask me shit. You don't know how to listen. Don't ask me shit. Answer my question. Is that 3 days? See, that's what I'm saying. You making a fool of yourself because you don't know how to listen.
Ain't that something? I'm making a fool of myself, but I know it couldn't have been no more than 5 minutes ago. We all heard him say 3 days. He said, first he said 3 days, then he said 3 to 4 days. And he said it right before what he just said. And so, but I see, and that's the thing, right? You just let them talk. I don't have to cuss them out. I don't have to do any of that when I'm on a panel with them. They make themselves out to be fools. And then, you know what make them think that they're right? When people in the chat who knows that they're wrong egg them on. They don't even know that most of these women, right? And some of the men, they're not really on their side. They find it entertaining, right? They trolling. That's what people in the chat do. And so he thinks because they may be agreeing with him and shit that he's right. And he just it's just silly. This nigga really don't remember saying 3 days? Or is he just gaslighting? Do he remember saying it and trying to gaslight everybody? Or is he not the one who don't know what the fuck is coming out of his own mouth? Y'all tell me what you think. He's an idiot? Or is he just a scammer? Or is he an idiot / scammer? I don't know.
You don't know how to listen, and then you try to make everybody. You try to make everybody wrong. You try to make everybody wrong. Okay, I will for money. I will for money. Let's bet on it. I will for money. Okay, I will for money. Let's bet on it. How much would you like to bet? That didn't say how much.
We're gonna do a $25 bet right before you said what you just said. You said I was over there on your panel. You said 3 days, and then you said the incident happened on a Friday, and then you mentioned a Thursday. But right before you said that, you said the number 3 days. I heard you, but I wasn't even go.
Let's time out for a second. Time out for a second.
It's not 3, nor is it 4.
Okay, time.
Okay, so look, like he about to gaslight again, y'all. Because now, he swore up and down he never said 3 days. But now, listen to what he's about to say now, though.
I'm out. So if I clarify, let's just say for the sake of conversation, I said, oh, it was 3, maybe 4 days, and then I corrected myself and I said, yo, matter of fact, it was Friday early in the morning, and then I came on your stream Thursday. What by common sense logic, what is this thing that I'm trying to say? The thing that I'm trying to say is it was Friday when the incident happened in May, and then I came on your stream Thursday. That's not 3 or 4 days. You're right. So instead of
and I'm what he sick? Huh? He good? Okay, I'm gonna get it. It's somewhere in here. Oh, here you go. Here you go. Hey, Lick, Mama miss you. Mama love you. Mama ain't seen you coming. What you want? You need to wake your butt up. You want the iPad? Okay, wake your butt up. What, you took a nap already? Uh-oh. Come give Mama my hug. You want to give me a hug later? You got to wake your butt up. He don't want to wake up. Okay, when you wake up, come give Mama my hug, okay? Pop sick. Love you. See you later, man. Oh, I didn't meet myself. Sorry, y'all. My grandson came from school.
Of going through the semantics of, yo, you said 3 days when you know the last thing I said was it was Friday when the situation happened, and then I came on your stream on the Thursday. That's what I said. I said it was not 3 days because you tried to say that I came on your stream right away, and that was not. Okay. So you heard what he just said, right? And I mentioned this earlier. I don't know why I'm even saying this again, but okay. The reason he started talking about the days, I was making the point that back then, the first time we spoke on this on my panel, the situation that just happened, which means everything was fresh in the mind, everything that had been said and done and who said it and where they said it was fresh in my mind. So I was saying earlier, hey, back then doing that stream, everything was fresh. It had just happened. So when I said just happened,
I didn't put a date on it or days on it. I didn't say it had happened like in 2 days, 1 day. I just said it was fresh. It had just happened. He the one who started talking about, nah, I was gone from the internet for a week. We was talking about this shit, and he was supposed to be away, y'all. He was supposed to be already gone. Now, see, mentioned he said it happened on a Friday. So if everything happened on a Friday, he really talking about a Saturday. Now, whether I don't know if that's true or not, and I can go back in my history, and I'll be able to tell y'all exactly when that shit happened. We can't take his word for it because this motherfucker is a liar, scamming ass liar, right? But we can't take his word for it. And every time he give out a piece of information, he always slipping and sliding, trying to claim he didn't say what he just said. You know what I mean? Like just yesterday, he was over here claiming he never, even when I asked him why, I asked him a question. The question was, why did everybody think your daughter was dead if nobody said she was dead? And you know what that nigga said? That nigga said, well, what I said is that she was in the alley. And so people just assumed she was dead. So I went and asked everybody, would you assume if somebody says she in the alley? Right? But remember, based on what he said, he didn't have time to really speak on any of it. He tried to make it seem like as soon as he got the text, he said, oh, my baby in the alley. And then he left. But no, now you hear that he actually could have said, oh, she's gone, she's gone. I'm also saying that he also added in that some girls left his baby to die. And that how dangerous it is to go out with other women, not protecting other women because they can't protect other women. Shit like that was being shared. But I know I'm just making that shit up. Just like I made up everything else that he didn't backtrack, said he did say, but he said it differently or some type of variation to that. Jesus. Now I'm gonna go find, while I finish playing a little bit more of this, I'm gonna go find the first stream where we gonna catch this nigga in minute live. This nigga gonna say he didn't know who the angry man was. Oh, baby, this nigga is a liar, ho. Okay, this nigga is a liar for sure. This nigga is a liar, ho.
Accurate. And that's what I'm trying to say. Hold on, time out.
I never said you
I'm not talking about here. Time out for a second. Hold on real quick. Because there's a lot of misunderstanding. Hold on. Just if you maybe, Bob, hold on real quick. Just for a second. Maybe things could get better if we learn how to listen to each other. Right. Y'all are so quick to say somebody's lying. Y'all are
look, maybe things could get better if we listen to each other, but then it's y'all. Right? If he gonna say maybe things get better, we listen to each other. Okay, cool. I could get with that. But then when the y'all, he's basically not saying that we both need to listen to each other. He's saying that that us, we as women, are that we need to start listening because they don't have the issue listening, ladies. They don't even listen to themselves. They don't know what's coming out their fucking mouths. Anything come out, it comes out. It just just fall out. And then we say, hey, you just said this. Oh, I didn't say that. You lying. And then they think, oh, let's bet. Now we know this nigga broke as fuck. So you know me betting him, right? If this nigga would have mentioned any amount of money, I know I wasn't going to get it. We know he's a scammer. So I ain't going to get it. Isn't that right? Is he? But then again, you might be a wealthy motherfucker over there, you scamming ass bitch. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not even sure that you're broke. I'm not even sure that you're homeless. Like, basically, when I speak on you, I'm saying, nigga, you's a scam artist. And we don't know what to believe. We don't know what to believe. You so truthful with your lies, nigga. You so truthful with your fucking lie. Let's go find Wait, okay. I know where to go to get it quicker. I'm gonna go into my I gotta go to my channel first. Yeah, I'm bad at doing this kind of shit, right? Going to my channel and shit like that. I'll be going the long way, like as if I'm not even the channel holder, right? So y'all gonna see me do some weird shit. Okay, I go to my channel and then I'm gonna go to my what is it called? The post. Cause I posted the link maybe he said about a year ago. So we're gonna go. I don't really post often, so it's not gonna be much to go through. I rarely ever use this thing here. Okay. I think I may have used it a lot around Valentine's Day. I was doing some jokes and shit like that when this is. It's 9 months ago. See how quick that was? When we did the Rim Brother tricking thing, right? 10 months ago. I'd roast this nigga up. And that's when I did all these niggas right there, right? When them group of pedos pop up, right? Let me see. This is a year ago. So he said it wasn't a year ago. So, but he said it was almost a year ago. I may have passed it up. The men in the man of spirit, right? That keep butter right there. Boom, boom, boom. The nigga said it was almost a year ago. Was it a year? Izzy Mills now claiming, okay, it was 9 months ago. And here we go. And we're going to go to my stream. I don't think he gonna like us going through this stream. I don't even know why he recommended it yesterday. Right? And then painted. Now you can see the title, right? This is a title I fucking did. Y'all see? This is the original story. And this looked like this story happened May 15, 2023. Oh shit. Okay. It wasn't 2 years ago. Nigga, you gonna have a lot of explaining to do, right? Your numbers off just like mine, but he did admit his numbers be off like my numbers. So, okay, we're gonna give him grace on that. But see, at Angry Man, at Israel Mills, right? It don't say Izzy Mills, because his name used to be Israel Mills. Fake stories for money or not. And here we go, baby. Let me see. I'm gonna fast forward. We're gonna get to when he come up. Then we already know that we both are thieves. Right? And is there honor amongst thieves? Is there? Because if you know I'm a thief, you know to keep me out of your house. Because even though we might go. Okay, so I'm going through some spill.
Yeah, you do. You look good. Yeah.
Look, so I the same thing I did yesterday, nigga, I do all the time, right? I was talking about Angry Man and Israel Mills, and I went all the way back in the history of Angry Man. I even played some clips to prove he's a liar, right? These wealthy ass niggas, these sweet tutti fruity ass niggas with perch ass lips, look like they put on makeup and shit. Yes, nigga. Ain't shit about me changed, nigga. Except I got a little, a little more grandma, right? So you ain't nobody different, nigga, right? But let me I'm looking for when he comes up. I see his name right there. See his name right there. His name. I'm going backwards to get it when he come up. It looked like he may have came up. See, there go his name. Let's see. Here we go.
When I was on the stream, I ignored the call because I was live. Then I got a text.
Now, remember
we
I
were
said
on the
that
stream. We were laughing.
This nigga didn't say none of these things. This is what he said back then, right? This is the beginning. He's going through the spiel of how everything went. And here we go.
Joking it up. I got a call when I was on the stream. I ignored the call because I was live. Then I got a text message from my ex-wife who I have these children by. I got a text message which said some things, and I spazzed out upon seeing it, thinking that my damn child was dead. Okay?
Now, am I wrong? Did that nigga just said I spazzed out thinking that my child was dead? This is when this shit just happened. Okay? Like he said, let's give him a whole fucking week. If he want to claim a week, cool. That's recent, right? Do we agree that a week is fresh? Or do I need to gaslight people and kind of tell you that a week could be 5 days or 7 days, and 5 days isn't that far off from 4 days, and 4 days isn't that far from 3 days, 3 days isn't that far from 2 days, 2 days isn't that far from 1 day isn't that, you know what I mean? Like, do I have to go through that shit like these niggas will do? Right? A week to him, I guess, is a very long time. Did the nigga just not say I spazzed out because I thought my daughter was dead? And the reason he mentioned that he thought she was dead because he mentioned that she was dead. But yesterday the nigga act like the words never came out his fucking mouth. He act like he didn't even think she was dead. So here we go. We will go some more, baby.
So when y'all talking and y'all talking about people personal business and y'all trying to and Grandmaster Troll trying to dox people and all this other shit, and I don't dox nobody. I don't mess with nobody.
The nigga don't mess with nobody. Now remember, back then he was mad at Grandmaster Troll because Grandmaster Troll did dox him, I think, right? If I'm correct, that did happen. And I'm not into doxing, so I don't dox, but I'm not going to tell other people what to do, not to do. I don't participate in it. I'm not agreeing to it, but we all know that it does happen. And he says that Grandmaster Troll doxed him. And I think Grandmaster Troll said that he doxed him, and he agreed to take some of that shit off his page. See, that's what Bomb Cherry did you, Israel Mills, when you was over here. Grandmaster Troll came up. He was a man about it, and y'all was able to have a conversation, and Grandmaster Troll said, I can do that. You don't even want to give him credit for that. Nigga, he didn't have to do what he did. He didn't have to take that down. Nigga, you over here with us pussies. I ain't even gonna lie. Even I'm a pussy cat compared to other sectors of this motherfucker. I ain't going over there by the beef sector, the black sector, right? They got a whole nother sector with the Mode 3 sector. I ain't playing with them people. Nigga, you playing over here with us pussies and you can't win. Please don't step your toe in none of those other areas. Cause I assure you, I can name some people that if they had doxed your ass, nigga, you would still be doxed on this bitch right now. Okay, you just a whole pussy. Fucking pussy.
If you say something incorrect and you're on a stream with me, then I address that. I address it with the people direct. I don't throw no shots at nobody. I don't try to come at nobody, nothing. If you say something slick to me, I'm gonna say something back. That's just how I am. But let's get it straight. First and foremost, this was my child that was born in wedlock. I was married to her mother. Her mother was the one that texted me while I was on stream. Okay? So this happened in real time. I got the shit in real time, and I was freaked the fuck out because I thought my child was dead. Now, if motherfuckers can't understand that, and motherfuckers is...
We do understand it. You know what we don't understand, though? The line after. Here we are. How many months away we are, y'all? Let me see. Let me get it again. May 2023. Okay, so that we over a year, right? We definitely over a year. Going on 2. That's right. Over 2 years. And nigga, and your whole story done fucking changed. You can't keep up with your lie. Lie, nigga, lie. These niggas, all they do is lie. All they fucking do is lie. I think I made a song. This might be the stream that I made that song about you and Angry Man. This might be it. I don't know though. I don't know. Cause I was talking about how that nigga ain't do nothing but lie. Okay.
Really on some hating shit behind that shit, and really trying to come at people behind that, yo, that's some other type stuff right there. I don't even get that at all. Like most people have been decent, most people have been kind, most people have been showing love. But yo, for people to come at and try, oh, well, he trying to do this, and oh, he trying to do that, and oh, he doing this for this and that. And that. Come on, man. I don't know nobody that play like that. Who you know in the hood play like that?
Nobody in the hood play like that, but here on YouTube, especially the men in which you surround yourself, they play like that.
Nah, but I don't. Yo, but hold on. Okay,
but you hang around.
See, wait, hold on. But you talking about hang around. First and foremost, yo, AM has been my friend in real life. And yo, if for years, for almost 30 years. So listen, well, y'all can have whatever. Hold on, okay, well, that's fine. Whatever you feel about him, you're entitled to feel about him. Whatever you feel about me, you're entitled to feel about me. But the crazy shit is, and I seen you in the chat room, my nigga, Life of Grandmaster Troll, my nigga. The crazy shit is, yo, you gonna dox me on the time when my child don't even know if my child was gonna make it or not, fam?
And see, I changed it up when I didn't know if you, because I think Grandmaster Troll did the stream maybe 2 days after everything happened. And he's the one who told people that she didn't die, right? If I'm correct. The Grandmaster Troll is the one, who told, I know that's the person who told me that she wasn't dead, because I really thought his daughter passed away. You know what I mean? I was really feeling some way in my heart. I was like, damn. And then Grandmaster Troll did a stream. He was like, these niggas lied. That's when you got doxxed. He got doxxed because the proof came out showing that there's no proof of his daughter dying. I'm going to see if I could contact Grandmaster Troll. Maybe he might have his stream somewhere. Okay?
That's the type of shit we on. Yo, he doxed me. He put my name out there. He put my address out there, what he thought was my address, zooming around the house and shit. He doxed me, fully doxed me on some shit, and I've never done nothing to nobody. Yes, it was Life with Grandmaster Troll. Yes.
That's what he do.
That is what he do, but I didn't.
Okay, whatever about what he do. What I'm saying is, what he do, fine, whatever. But yo, you gonna do that, and I don't even know if my child gonna make it. You gonna put that shit out there and then try to make it seem because you got some shit against Angry Man that I don't got shit to do with, and you gonna try to put my shit out there and try to put me on some bullshit. I ain't never been on no bullshit. I'm new to this whole YouTube shit. I'm new to the shit. Anybody that know me know I say that all the time. I ain't with no shit. I'm just here trying to make a difference and trying to make things better between people. Like, that's it. But yo, like, at the end of the day, I ain't on no hating women shit. Anybody that know that. Now, did I have a direct problem with a woman or two? Yes. I had a direct problem with them. Have I had a direct problem with a dude or two? Yes. And I've addressed that. But overall, overarching, yo, fuck all women, I hate all women. No, I'm not on no shit like that. As a matter of fact, one of my first streams was, I don't know what type of time y'all niggas is on, but I love women, black women in specific. And so I was called a white knight and all types of shit. But I'm cool with the names, but I'm not cool with the doxing. I got people attached to me that cannot protect themselves, including young black women. That cannot protect themselves. I'm talking to Life with Grandmaster Troll. I got people, yo, while you up here with fun and games, my nigga, and you claim to be for black women, I got young black women attached to me.
Well, Grandmaster Troll made no claims to be for black women or against black women or for black men. Or Grandmaster Troll is just what his name says, Grandmaster Troll. And he wasn't, he was just one of those who do that thing. And people go over and watch, right? Especially if it's about Angry Man. Like if and that's the thing about him, right? because them men was fucking with him for a while. I remember Angry Man fucking with him so badly one time, right? And because he used to be like a pussycat. I'm gonna say, and Grandmaster Troll was like a pussycat, y'all. Because even I done got on him, but he know it was all jokes, right? It was nothing. I would make up things, you know, put pictures up and shit like that. It was all fun and games, right? No docs and none of that. But I remember him being over there with Angry Man, and Angry Man dogging him out and shit like that, threatening to beat him up, telling him to come for it, right? And then they turned him into a beast, right? That nigga got his game up. He decided he gonna do research. And then that nigga start taking them down one at a time. Bam, 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 bam. And the way he did it is the way he did it. You can't cry about it. But if you a nigga on here doing the most, saying the most, threatening people that you gonna do this and do that, and when that man showed that, nigga, you can't even go nowhere because they repoed your car. How you gonna drive all the way to me? In California, nigga, you ain't got no wheels. Like, so Grandmaster Troll was and possibly still is. I haven't seen anything new from him in a minute. Maybe he got out of my algorithm, to be honest. I went to look. But it is what it is. Israel, you welcome to YouTube, nigga. You still acting like you brand new, even though you've been here for about 2-3 years now. That's and you want to act. We're supposed to treat you like a baby. You want to tell us what you will do and won't do. Then you got the fucking nerve to ask me to stop talking about some shit. And then, but the thing is, the gaslight. If you would have really came and said, "Bomb, you know, hey, I was fucked up, right? Like I didn't, whatever, right? And can you, nah, nigga, you want to come and you gaslight other people talking about your daughter, niggas, you better stop fucking with me, cause I will talk about your goddamn daughter. I'll get Grandmaster Troll to do all the research, nigga. You better stop fucking with me.
That cannot protect themselves. Young girls in college, my nigga, and you putting out information and you don't know who feel what about me and will do whatever to my daughters. That shit is foul and that shit is wrong.
Look, he even want to blame Grandmaster Troll right in this moment for something that, you know, so he switched it from him. I guess he figured he got some sympathy on that, right? And now he want to switch that shit on me.
No matter what the fuck anybody got to say about it. I didn't get on no goddamn YouTube.
I don't know why I keep stopping this to comment, y'all. Because I'm so used to doing that when I'm using other people's content. I'm going to let it run. I am going to make it a little faster, though. Okay? Because he is going to say some things, right? I think some people going to come up. He going to talk more about it. Right now, he gaslighting in this moment, right? He want to stay off of what he said, what he did, and he want to focus on Grandmaster Troll sharing the information. That's what he gonna focus on that for a minute. So what I'm gonna do, I don't have to stop it and comment in between. I'm so used to having to do that because this is my own stream. I'm gonna make it a little faster, and then we're gonna play it.
Trying to shine or trying to put my business out there. I was already up there when I got this very disturbing, life-altering text. And my reaction was not on no YouTube shit. My reaction was I thought my fucking child was dead, and I started snapping out. And then them niggas shut the stream down.
So,
I know, but I'm coming up here.
Oh, it sounds like Devastating asked something, but I didn't hear it. Let me make it normal. Let me see what Devastating asked him. Hold up.
Grandmaster Troll.
Yeah, so
but I know, but I'm coming up here. Hold on, fam. I'm coming up here on Bomb Cherry joint because Bomb Cherry was repeating shit that she heard. She said it. She was repeating shit that she heard right from that nigga. So
but not any doxing. So let me. I did no doxing. In fact, I didn't even see no doxing. I didn't even look at the whole stream. I looked at because I wanted to know like what happened. You know, like if they taking up money for you, so shit. I want to know if I should be sharing to other people so we could get some money for you and your family, but I just couldn't find nothing. So the only thing I saw was Grandmaster Troll, what he said, you know, what happened with your daughter. And it sounded like he said that, you know, your daughter was with some, and you were blaming the young women. And I was like, well, why is the young women?
He said that shit, and that shit was totally off. He said that shit, and that shit is not even close to true. There were no young women. But if you know, this is a black young woman. See, y'all supposed to love black women, right? This is the black young woman that we're talking about. This is my daughter. She's a black young woman. This is not my story to tell, y'all. This is not my personal situation. She's my daughter, but she's a 21-year-old young lady. Okay, and she got her own life. And I don't want to drag her shit online in front of everybody. But at the same time, and the whole reason why I addressed it to begin with, and even showed pictures with my glasses off, which if you seen anything, I always do.
I don't know what this nigga talking about right now. But you notice I was very nice to him, listening, gave him the floor, right? He's running and running and running. And but today though, like yesterday, for instance, yesterday he came up and he tried to rewrite history. Right? He tried to rewrite history. He's right. If you play the stream, you'll hear. And the only reason he even know about the stream again, because I posted it up when we got into it, what he said a year ago, right? Which made me unprivate. Yeah, a year ago is when I unprivate this video. Okay, almost a year ago. But and so I guess people was telling him, now you did say that you thought your daughter was dead. And he gaslit him and said, well, but I didn't tell nobody that. He said, I didn't tell nobody my daughter was dead. I was like, so I asked Brownsville, well, why would he say he thought his daughter was dead? I said, I accused him of telling everybody his daughter was dead. That's why he was like, yeah, the reason I thought she was dead. That's why I said, right? I thought she was dead. That's what he said. But he kept saying he never said that though. Right? He claimed he never said it. People assumed it. He even claimed that he mentioned in the alley. And so yesterday he said in the alley, so people assumed she was dead. He came up with all that shit yesterday. But before that, I heard some of the things he was saying, right? When I accused him 9 months ago. I heard the gaslighting he was doing then. Apparently, I guess he think that shit worked. So I guess that he figured he gonna try it this time. But this time I'm in it, baby. I'm in it to fucking win it, nigga. Okay? This time I'm willing to play the stream. Because which one gonna come up, right? He gonna come up. Let me see when he comes up. And who am I talking about? Grandmaster Troll. I see him right here. Let me see if that's the first time. Yeah, I think that's his first time. Let's see. Let's hear what Grandmaster Troll got to say.
Have that breakdown on Angry Man's live stream where it sounded like your daughter had a tragedy. The next day, Angry Man does a video mentioning the tragedy of the incident that happened with your daughter, and he solicited donations on your behalf. And in the midst of him getting donations on your behalf, he decided to focus the attention away from the tragedy of your daughter into blaming Black mothers on how they raise their kids. And he specifically mentioned his own experience with his own family. So my video was mainly pertaining to what he said about his baby mother and his family. Now, your information is already out there. Your information is searchable on Google. Anybody could find your YouTube channel and then find your social media, and then from their computer, do what I did. So I'm not putting your folks at risk, because the same information that's available to me is available to everybody else in the world.
bro.
There's no
Okay,
there,
but that's where you wait. Hold on. But that's where you're wrong, though, fam. And you know, I listen to what you say.
how am
But
I
that's
wrong
where you're
on
wrong because number one, right? That's possible that they could do that. So if they could do that, why wouldn't you let?
And he's telling me wrong, but then he's saying yes. If they could do that, then why would you do that? He did it because he can do it. He did it because everybody could do it. What the hell is this dude talking about right now? Let me see. Was that the first when Grandmaster? I want to make sure that's when Grandmaster chose, so we can hear everything he said. Because I walked away, but I think I heard everything he said. Okay, let's see what else. So they're gonna be talking for a minute, and I see Mr. Music right there, because it's about to get real. Let's see. Here we go.
And earnestly and honestly.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, Grandmaster Troll did take. I'm not sure if he took the whole video down, but I know for sure any information that could have went directly. First, he said it was his house, but it was an old house, which means if it's an old house, you won't be concerned, right? Like when I got doxxed, it wasn't even my house, but it was somebody's family house, right? Somebody connected, and so I didn't talk on it. Like it had happened, but I didn't speak on it. I didn't speak on it until somebody showed up, right? Somebody showed up at the house. And even then, I didn't want to speak on it, right? Because I didn't want people to know that that information was family members. Because I know how people is on YouTube, right? Even when you get doxxed, you might kind of keep it hush. Act like nothing happened, right? But yeah, he said that y'all heard him when he said he got doxxed, but he said it was an old address. I get why he would do that, right? So that's why I didn't mention it. I would get why you would say I got doxxed, but it was an old address. Why you care if it's an old address? That's the ridiculous. What you would do is you just won't say nothing. you don't go and scream foul, but you ain't really get me, right? Foul, but you didn't really touch me. In fact, I wasn't even playing the game with you. I was on another court somewhere else. You don't do that. That's how dumb these niggas are. I ain't gonna lie. When I got fouled, I just shut the fuck up. I act like I ain't get hit, punched. In fact, somebody was sending pieces to my house, and y'all didn't know about it for like months after. Months after I came on and I told y'all what happened that day. But when that shit was happening though, I was live. I was live when the pieces kept coming to the house. I acted like that shit wasn't happening. Right? Because somebody would have got their jollies off. They would have been in the back laughing. Oh. I wouldn't have given them the satisfaction. Right? They got in trouble. Wasn't on my end.
And then you asked us another question.
But what I'm saying, Bomb Cherry, see, this is not cool. This is not right. What I'm saying to you is, if he did it, I don't know nothing about it.
Okay, but don't try to convince us that he don't do it.
I'm not trying to convince y'all of nothing. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I don't know nothing about it.
Okay, that's cool.
There's never been. You can't.
So, if I'm correct, what he talking about now, we're saying Angry Man took up the donation the next day. This nigga saying he don't know nothing about it, and yet he got the money the next day. Remember, that's the story he just recently told. The story was Angry Man got some money. I ain't know nothing about it, and then he said I got it. He sent it to me the next day. That's what he said on his stream today with me over there. On this stream, though, this is when it just happened. The nigga is acting like he ain't know nothing. I don't know nothing about that money. No, I don't know nothing about this. Oh no, I don't know nothing about that. Here we go.
Hold on, real quick. You can't pull up one stream. Okay, yes. Let me just finish this. You can't pull up one stream where Angry Man is on my stream where he's doxed somebody.
I know, we know that,
hold on, let me just finish it. You can't pull up one stream where I'm on Angry Man streams.
You see how he just want to focus on that doxing. You see that, huh? He ain't trying to talk about the issue he's up here to talk about. The fake money, the fake stories for money. He want to talk about the doxing. Okay. On my stream at that, right? He didn't go over there by Grandmaster Troll and say, hey, nigga, you doxed me. Nah, he want to do it on my shit.
And he's doxed somebody.
Okay, you
so I
don't do
know
that.
nothing
We
about
got
doxing
that.
nobody.
Okay, stop talking, my man. Stop talking. Let somebody else jump in there for a second.
So here go the issue. First of all, we do care about your daughter. And this is the problem, bro. You not showing that you give a fuck about your daughter. Because you sit there, you let Angry Man turn her situation, her tragedy, your fucking baby girl's tragedy, into his fucking everyday agenda he tries to spill. And you not checking him about that. Number two, your main concern should be being there for your daughter, not on the internet trying to clear some shit up with another nigga that you don't, that really, he already said, okay, I apologize for doing that. I didn't know this. After that, you need to go back to being there for your daughter.
And I'm about to.
Hold on, nigga.
I'm about to.
But at the same time, the nigga that exploited your situation, that exploited your daughter, you on this bitch defending him. You a coward ass nigga, you a bitch, and you a hoe ass nigga. You need to.
Bam. I just noticed who Big Mac was. Like, I remember Big Mac, right, coming up a few times. But now listening to him, I realize who he is. And he's always been very supportive of women, young women. He have daughters. I definitely know he has daughters. I think they're young though. His kids young. Okay. But y'all hear what the men are saying, right? Because why would he be on the internet, right? Like this literally just like happened. Even if it was just 5 days or 6 days, let's put it at 7 days. The nigga's on the internet, right? Claiming he concerned about his daughter. Instead of being on side of his daughter. And everybody peeped it. And then he trying to make it seem like this is the first time coming back. For some reason, on this particular day, on my fucking stream, is the day he just popped back up just for my stream. Nah, nigga, nah. Okay, we started talking about you because we were like, this nigga, shouldn't he be somewhere burying, getting like first you're going to be grieving. You're going to be handling some business. But then I found out, oh, she's not dead. Wait, what? Okay. Oh, they over there making money. And then so when he came up here and we tell him, like, I didn't get a chance to bring it out yet because the nigga talking about the doxing. But these men came up here and got on that ass. Okay, here we go.
To go be with your daughter and shut the fuck up.
You can say, come see me in real life, you bitch ass nigga. Come see me in real life, bitch ass nigga. Come see me in real life, you bitch ass nigga. You's a fucking faggot. Come see me in real life, you bitch.
There go that F word. Look, I thought he said he don't do that. I never do that. He mad. He mad because somebody told him that he's a coward because he's scared to go at the man who used your daughter's tragedy to get that money. Money, 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 money. Money. Look, some people gotta have it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Some people really need it. Ah, well, yeah, Mr. Music, I know you feel me, baby. Da-da-dang, 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 da-da-dang.
Ass nigga.
Okay, we got Mr. Music.
You
Mr. Music
bitch ass. Come see me in real life, nigga.
Calm down,
fucking fake ass thug. You ain't shit, nigga.
Brother,
nah. Fuck that nigga. And come see me in real life. You know where I'm at. Come see me in real life, bitch. Come see me in real life, bitch.
Calm down, kid. Calm down.
Calm down.
You online.
I'll decapitate your ass, you faggot ass nigga. Come see me in real life, you
Okay,
bitch ass
calm
nigga.
down. Mr.
Come see
Music.
me in real life, bitch ass nigga.
Calm down.
Who the fuck is you talking to, you fucking clown? Come see me. Come see me, you fucking clown. Come see me.
Why you ain't saying that to Angry Man? You can see him.
Yo, I will, yo, you don't know me. Come see me. Come see me, cuz.
What we do, cuz. I can tell you what we do, though.
Come see me, you bitch ass nigga.
You a coward.
Come see me, cuz. Come see me, cuz. Come see me, cuz.
You won't lie,
Come see me,
nigga. Why your daughter in the hospital?
Come see me, cuz.
That's right. Look, because by now he's telling us his daughter's in the hospital and he's online. He's online to talk about this shit. And that was weird. Like, I really was shocked that he came, and hit the link and came up. Because I'm thinking the nigga should be, like, busy. But he had to do the tour around YouTube to protect his mans. his man's, okay, angry man. He'll keep saying, I didn't do it, but he know who did it. And then he got the money from it. I told you that's how some of these men play, baby. He's over there, he don't talk bad about black women, but he allow other men to come up there and talk nothing but bad about black women. So essentially, he ain't got to do it. Others are doing it for him. Right? And he may give some pushback and everything here and there, right? But he's making the money essentially off of black women back. And the thing is, we got women who will be over there, I guess, because they think he gonna, like he say, they call him the white knight or some shit. Why would they call him the white knight? I had no motherfucking idea. I'm a little confused in that one. Right? The white knight is a white man. But okay. Is he the black knight? I don't know. Maybe I'll figure it out. Maybe y'all tell me.
Hey,
Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Okay. Okay, I don't want to mute nobody.
You a fucking coward hiding behind
Mr.
avatar. You a fucking coward hiding behind the avatar. You bitch.
No, what's really a coward is the fact that you came up here sucking on angry man's dick, nigga. That's what you talking about.
I'm out.
Okay.
I'm out. We good. We good. I'm out.
Mr. Mills.
I'm out. I got better shit to do. We good, you fucking faggot ass nigga. You fucking bitch ass nigga.
Bye, dick sucker.
What's good? You fucking bitch ass nigga. What's good? What's good? What's good when you? What's good when cuz? What's good when your daughter? What's good when you go beat with your daughter, nigga?
I don't think he want to meet up with Matt, y'all. I'm not. I don't want to put his name out there because he might not, because he did change the name and maybe he don't want people to know. But for those of you who recognize the voice, y'all know who that is, okay? And I don't think he want to meet up with him neither, right? Because he box in real life. Okay. He box in real life, baby. He box in real life. Okay? Here we go.
What's good with it, cuz? What's good? What's good with your daughter and get your ass whooped later?
Okay, go ahead.
Mr. Mills. Mr. Mills, I just have a question for you, and this is related to you and the Angry Man. You say that you're a business and you're just new to the YouTube streets in the last 2 months. So are you trying to tell me, I too was new to YouTube at one time or the other, so are you trying to tell me that you have not seen anything from Angry Man past 2 months ago? Well, let me remind you something. Less than 2 months ago, he jumped on the Miss Pearly bandwagon. That wasn't enough for you to watch who you was aligning yourself with? That wasn't enough for you to say, let me do my homework? Yeah. That wasn't enough for you to go farther into, let me see what this dude is about before I start aligning myself with him? Too many times already, I've heard you say, I rock with Angry Man. James Keel's the same for you. What the fuck does Angry Man do to you, for you fellas?
They scared of him. He don't do nothing for them. Right? Well, except for use their tragedy to make some money, probably split it off, right? Probably say, well, no, this is how much you made, I'll give you this. Or, like, tell him, hey, this is how much you got when it was more than that, However they decide to do it. And James Kills, well, James Kills been rocking around this bitch trying to put dicks in his mouth and in his asshole for a long time. But nobody going because, he's not attracted for men nor women, okay? A nigga need to put a wig on and he could become an ugly crackhead looking ass bitch, okay? If he put a wig on, that's all he got to do. It could be a bob cut, nigga. Or it could be a crew cut, nigga. You got to put something that gonna cover that big ass fucking forehead and that odd shaped head. So that's why the nigga the hats don't work. They gotta be a hair hat, as Tommy put it, a wig, nigga. Okay. And the best you gonna be able to do is be a crackhead hoe, right? And that's it. Oh, grandson coming in. I'm gonna press play, okay?
To make you come up on a stage to where motherfuckers was gonna get y'all asses, that that motherfuckers was not gonna understand how you rock with the Angry Man. This nigga is a grifter. He used your daughter, a daughter that does not live with you, to get money. And you, instead of you going to argue with the angry man, you over here arguing with us. Let that make sense, bro. Let that make sense. You just showed classic angry man antics. Let me talk for a little while, and when shit starts getting heavy, let me start screaming like a bitch. That's what you doing.
Ran. And then he ran as soon as you started talking.
Right. You know why? Because he will argue with the woman. He will try and get it. No disrespect to any ladies on the panels, but when he hears a masculine voice, what the fuck are you gonna do? Get the fuck on,
babe.
Get the fuck on. Because that means somebody gonna come up here and ask you some questions. He said man to man. Okay, here's one. Let's talk. You mean to tell me you didn't do shit? You didn't do none of your homework for the angry man? Right. You got the fuck on. Just like you, James Keel. You're talking about catch a flight. Nigga, do you think I would spend my hard-earned money to catch a flight to beat your bony ass?
Maria.
Really? Do you really think that's what I go out and make money for? Right.
Okay.
Catch a flight to do what? If I'm gonna catch a flight, there better be some titties and ass on the other end.
No, that's the thing that tripped me out when they want to meet other men.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Fuck.
He was coming back up, but he didn't connect, and then he dropped down. But yeah, this is the thing.
I'm telling you, is before all of this shit, before whatever we had whatever friendships.
I'm forget about angry man. We getting back to you.
That's fine. What I'm telling you is before all of this shit, before whatever we had whatever friendship. So what I'm telling you is I don't know about this YouTube shit. This YouTube shit is new to me. Whether y'all believe it or not, whether y'all understand it or not, whether y'all rock with it or not. YouTube is different from real life.
Okay, how did you get involved in the YouTube from real life? Answer my question. How did you get involved in the YouTube streets? What was your introduction to the YouTube streets? Let's start there.
Angry man been trying to get me to come on YouTube. Wait, let me finish. Can I answer your question?
Enough said.
Yo, let me answer. Yo,
no, you can't.
There's
nothing else you can answer, bro.
Just gave the answer, babe.
There's no other answer that you need to give past that. You telling me your introduction to the YouTube streets was through Angry Man. But earlier, I clearly heard you say that you don't know nothing about this shit. I've known Angry Man since what, 2014, 2015? The fuck? Now you coming up here today looking for sympathy. It's in the dictionary between shit and syphilis, my man. Bottom line.
What you have to say, GMT, baby? Because I felt like he was trying to threaten you a little bit, and I just was like, you had already agreed you would take, personal stuff down. What you think, GMT?
My question for Israel, because because I watched the Angry Man, and I remember years ago, Angry Man would shout out his man Israel.
Mm-hmm.
And that was even before he lost his original channel that he had now, when his grandmother was still alive. So my question for Israel is, are you a member of Angry Man's Discord? Because he uses that Discord server to dox people. And then the second question, which we still haven't got an answer to, he used your daughter's tragedy to gain financial support for you, but he didn't keep it focused on fathers grieving for their daughters in their time of need when tragedy happens. He took that and somehow blamed Black mothers, and basically saying that these Black mothers are bad mothers.
I am muted. Sorry about that. Because my grandson is in here, so I can't really say too much. But so I'm gonna backtrack because yesterday, was it yesterday or today? I think it was yesterday when I said that Angry Man was saying he did not know. No. I got it backwards. When I said that Israel Mills claimed he didn't know Angry Man, I meant his channel. He was claiming he didn't know about his channel and what type of stuff he have on there. Okay, so I gotta correct that because I do remember somebody asked me, and I said no. He said he didn't know him, so I'm wrong. I was wrong about that. Okay, I'm correcting that now. And Yeah, I think that's it. That's it. Okay, cool. We're gonna press play, or should we go to the next thing? This shit getting boring. Let me see if cause I know he left again, right? Israel Mills ran. A few more men talked about it, mentioned, how somebody else is using your daughter's tragedy, and you ain't got much to say about it. You want to blame everybody else, huh? Oh, I see.
Oh, look out! Go.
Yeah, I see. How was school today? School's good?
Wait, did the black card actually turn to a red card and linger on the track?
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I just saw that.
You saw that?
Yes.
How was school?
Good.
Good. School was good?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to jump on the red spikes because there's
Anyway.
there's a million red spikes. If you step on them, you lose. But if you cross them, you won.
Okay. Well, why you? What, Mama, Pop sleep.
Okay.
Pop sick. You want to get his sickness? You want? Oh, you got it. You the one who got us sick, huh? We got your sickness, but shh, cause Mama talking enough, and we don't need both of us and your iPad and my laptop talking. Okay? My mom could do that, cause this is my room.
America just jump on that.
Yeah, where your daddy? You wanna go in there with your daddy? No? You wanna go downstairs in the room? By yourself? Pop right here. Yo, you wanna only go downstairs with Pop, but Pop right here in the bed, man. Okay, y'all, let me play this, mute myself, and then I'm gonna figure out what my next move is. Israel Mills. Look, I think I got something else to share, but oh yeah. We're gonna get back to what happened yesterday. To the stream yesterday, talking about this stream right here. Okay. I think I've already proven my point in what you said. I played the video from the beginning. He told me to play it from the beginning. He was making it seem like it was gonna be something where we could hear what he said. We cannot hear what he said. Why? Because it wasn't said on my panel. It was said on Angry Man's panel. But he did say, I thought she was dead. And so when he thought she was dead is when he expressed himself, right? But then again, today he admitted where I could have said, she's dead. No, what he said, she's gone. Right? So that's what came out of his mouth. And that's all I've been saying, right? It came out of his mouth. I did a stream on it that the nigga, was claiming that his daughter was dead. Everybody was ready to put some money together for him, and then we found out she wasn't dead. And we didn't even find out from him that she wasn't dead. We found out from other streamers that she wasn't dead, that it was a fake, a hoax. So let me ask y'all this. So let's say Izzy thought his daughter was dead. We're gonna give it to him. On the moment in which he got the text, he thought she was dead. Do we not agree that once they ended the stream and he got on the phone, he found out she wasn't dead? The next day, Angry Man goes live, right? Another stream pops up collecting money. You don't think he knew that she wasn't dead by then? You don't think Angry Man didn't know that she wasn't dead, right? Because they the bestest of friends. So Angry Man want to know what's going on, just like with his best friend going on. So Angry Man collecting money. Angry Man collecting money, knowing that she wasn't dead. And that is the scam, baby. That's why he don't want me to talk about it.
Which car is faster than that red car? But the red car and the orange car crash.
I know. Okay, but my mom don't care about that, okay? So my mom's doing something, and you doing your thing, right? That's Leak's thing. The Leak's thing is for kids, and my mom's thing is for adults. So when you become an adult, you can sit over here with my mom and do adult things with her, but you're not gonna want to because my mom's gonna be old, you're gonna be young, you're gonna want to be with young people and have fun, right? So my mom now is older, but she don't want to be with kids in this moment. So you go be with kids or over there in your sector with the kiddie stuff. My mom gonna be over here with the adult stuff, okay? Okay, thank you. Mama love you so much. Okay. Oh, I wasn't muted. People gonna think people gonna think I'm crazy, man, because of the way I'm talking to you. Trying to talk to you like a kid who has a brain, because I know you understand what I'm saying. Okay? Okay, y'all. Let me share the screen. I just want to make sure. And that's fine. What happened? Okay? I know he happy I'm getting off of that. I'm getting off of that. But the nigga is a scam artist. And he used his daughter to get that money. You know damn well when Angry Man did another stream to get that fucking money, Angry Man knew that man's daughter was not dead. Okay? Because they best friends, of course. Of course he knew, of course. Okay? This nigga wanna he like to be hands off. He want everybody else. Yeah, we could blame Angry Man and he'll be like, I didn't do it. But he did it. He just always got the ability to say, I didn't do it. He let the black men come over there and shit on the black women. Be like, I didn't do it. I ain't know what do. I ain't say it. I don't know what was said. I don't know what you heard, but I didn't say it. Oh, he's a dumbass genius, baby, a dumbass genius. Okay. Here we go. Let me. Am I sharing? Help me sick. Help me sick. I cooked dinner yesterday. We got leftovers. Okay.
The crazy thing is, I have not disrespected you. I have not called you out your name. I have not thrown any ad hominem attacks to you. I just disagree with your talking point. And because I disagree with your talking point, what you're trying to do is you're trying to weaponize my chat and weaponize your status. That's not cool. Yo, fam, you have a debate with anybody else? Yo, you have a debate with anybody else in good faith. Why can't you have a debate? Why can't you have a
Wait a minute. That nigga crying, even the angry man. Wait a minute.
Watching this video today, and he doesn't. Why is he turned to a rebel?
Nikki, I don't even know what that is.
That's a ball-y-roll.
Oh, Nikki, but I don't even care though. You know what caring means? You know, like I love you, I care for you, I love you so much. More than you will never even know.
So what else you?
Yeah, but I do not love what you're trying to talk about though. I don't love that. I don't like that. I don't hate it neither. I don't care about it. Which means you don't have to tell me about it, okay? You just want to talk to my mom? You could come sit over here. Come sit on my mama's lap. But without the iPad though. Me and you gonna talk. You say you want to talk? We don't need the iPad to talk. Come here. Well, if you want the iPad, you gotta choose. You want my mom to sit on my lap and I'll hug you and make up stories. Oh, but they can't not be included with the iPad, Licky. I know how to make up stories. I don't need no iPad to make up no stories, Licky. You want to come sit on mama's lap? Oh my God! But you got to turn the iPad on. No, you can't have both of us. You're spoiled. You got to choose. You pick me or the iPad. Which one? I will sign offline and give you all my time because I love you like that. But I'm not going to compete with the iPad. I don't know these people. I ain't never seen none of this stuff you be looking at. I don't know this. I don't want to. But that's Minecraft?
That's bowling.
What?
That's hide skate.
Who?
Hide.
Height?
The ball goes high and goes and fly in the air.
Oh, I shouldn't have asked. Leaky.
Guys, I unlocked the mega park. Yep, look at this.
Leaky, I don't care about this though. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Okay. What you mean? You gotta stop it. If you want to play, if you want to sit here on my mom's lap, my mom gonna tell you some stories. Like we can do. I'll make up a story, and we're gonna call it Leaky in the Beanstalk. Okay? You want me to tell you a story? But you gotta stop that iPad.
Hopefully, I don't die.
You're not gonna stop that iPad? You just want to sit on my lap and look at the iPad? Okay, no. That's a no. Okay, you got it. It's okay. I still love you. I'm not running. I'm not saying that I don't love you, but you gotta go away. You gotta go away, Mickey. You gotta go away. I don't want to hear the iPad, Mickey. Look, Pop gonna get mad at both of us. Look at your dad. Say, Daddy, call me. Say, Daddy. Don't say, don't wave at me. Say, call me. Go by Dad. Go with Dad. You want to sit on my lap and be.
Land that perfectly. Okay, here we go.
Okay, he could stay. He's spoiled. Oh Lord, y'all. Okay. What my mom gonna do? My mom got some decisions. He gonna always win. Ain't nothing I can do about it, y'all. I like y'all. Okay, I really truly like y'all, but I love him. He's spoiled, rotten, and it's my fault. It's his daddy's fault. It's his mama's fault. It's his grandma's fault on the other side. This side, everybody's side. Legally is he want to be with his mom. I don't care about this stuff, but it's some white man playing. Oh, that's Mr. Beast. Mickey, you too young to be looking at Mr. Beast.
That's not Mr. Beast.
Good. Oh, he looked like Mr. Beast. You're right. Did your daddy tell you can look at Mr. Beast?
It's not Mr.
I know it's
Beast.
not Mr. Beast, but it looked like Mr. Beast. And it sound,
It's not Mr. Beast.
but it sound like Mr. Beast, don't it?
No.
It's the same kind of stuff, right?
No.
Well, what this stuff is? Hey, are you telling me no in a mean, aggressive way? But I will smack your pretty soft little lips. Huh? You're supposed to say no, my mom. That's not Mr. Beast. You don't say no. I knock your lips into next week. You'll be having to catch your lips.
You can't crack,
okay?
So you can just
Look, y'all, I gotta go, okay? I give in. Yes, I do give in. He comes first. I'll see y'all later. I may be back. He leave in like a couple hours. Huh? Huh? You want me to play with his toes? You want me to play with your toes? You do? Yeah, I'm going to play with my grandson's toes. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye. Say bye, everybody.
Bye. Oh!
Ooh, my mom don't care about seeing that. I know you pointing at it. I'm old, okay? I don't play no video.